Come on, Kevin. It's a fun, happy song.
Yeah, that's the longest, gayest Elton John song of all time. I like how his worst song is his longest song. Like, didn't he have any editors just go like, let's make it 3 minutes? No, let's make it 5. It sucks so bad.
Technically, his longest song is Funeral for a Friend, but who's
no, but that's
track?
a good song. I'm saying this is his longest worst song. I think that's
his
what I'm trying to say.
His longest worst song? His longest...
I like that. It reminds me of my childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad used to listen to it, and in 76, we'd be driving to my grandmother's house, and I'd be in the back. The whole story.
I'm from Philadelphia, and I don't even like it because it always reminds me of Billie Jean King because they always had the
the tennis
Philadelphia Freedom. That was their name of their tennis team, and everything got real weird then with Elton John and Billie Jean King in cahoots.
I don't
the beginning of the LGBT movement.
I don't remember them being in cahoots.
Yeah, well, why was it Philadelphia? So I was on the front lines of that.
Yeah, what part of Philly are you from?
West
Philly.
West Philly. Now where Keith lives. No, like
you wouldn't survive West Philly.
No, I wouldn't have survived.
Oh my God,
is that really bad? I've never been to Keith's whole neighborhood.
West Philly's brutal.
No, I think Keith's from South, but West Philly's brutal.
West Philly's rough, and with your mouth, I don't think you would have survived.
I used to drive a cab there for a while, and I would go into some rough neighborhoods.
Yeah,
and Philly wasn't a cab town like New York is, so the people that took cabs were mostly like didn't have cars, not wealthy, and I got some rough riders. Did you? Plus, I always had shitty cabs. I would get lost, and they would like literally practically hit me in the back of the head, like, "Where you going, motherfucker?" I'm like, "I don't know. It's my second day." You know, they didn't have Google Maps. It was not easy.
Did they run on you too? They didn't pay the fare sometimes?
No, one time I was thinking about this the other day because
Kevin, back up just slightly. That's all I ask. Off the mic.
Oh.
You're overmodulating just slightly.
One time the woman said, I'm going to go to the store. I dropped her to the store. We didn't get a lot of fare, so I was happy to have the fare. She goes, I'm going to go into the store and I'll be out. But it took her a long time, so I went in there looking for her. There's like a clothing store or whatever. And then I said to one of the security guys, I go, is this the only exit out? And then they got suspicious. They thought I was I was casing the joint. I thought I was casing the joint. And then I go, no, I got a fare. And then I can't find her. And then she turns up. She's like, what the fuck are you? Like, she was mad that I was like embarrassing her or whatever. And then on the way home, she goes, you know, my husband's a boxer. I'm like, I doubt he's your husband. No, but she really said my husband's a boxer. But that was back when Philly had a lot of big boxers.
But he didn't kick your ass, or she was just saying it?
No, she was just saying it to scare me so she wouldn't have to tip me. I don't know. No, but it worked. I was like, let's just get this fucking thing over with. Because I drove her home. I waited. I probably made no money.
That's crazy. You were a cab driver.
No, when I dropped out of college, I made a lot of bad decisions back then.
How many years you do that?
Just like 6 months.
Just a little summer job. Summer action.
And then it was just one of those jobs where you're like, it's a learning experience, but you kind of learn that it's not a great job.
Well, of course not.
Yeah, because you could just get shot or whatever.
Yeah,
it's convenient for.
You shouldn't be driving a car because you'd be aiming for people.
No, plus they would always give me bad cars, and then the brakes would be bad. They would fail, and it was just one of those things where you're like, holy shit. So
you should be an Uber driver.
Yeah, I should be. Thanks for the fucking career look. That's what all the LA comics are all Uber drivers now.
That's right. A lot of them are. Yeah,
true?
Yeah, a lot of them are doing it.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I took an Uber last night. It took me 30 minutes or more to get it. I was in Jersey. Fucking 30, because the Uber map stinks. Like, the Google Maps is good, but the Uber map, the car's just moving like it's on glass.
Wait, for you or the driver?
For, well, I could see the car coming, but he was getting lost. I was on the phone with the guy. It took him probably 25 minutes to find me. I finally had to walk a quarter mile to a gas station. I was so pissed off.
Nothing better than watching your ride taking wrong turns on the map. You're like, no, you're screaming at your phone. That's not the way to me.
I was on top of a hill, and he was like driving on the road under, but his map was fucking him. It was just, I could see him going by me.
No, it's like a video game where you're losing. You're like, where the fuck is this guy? He's like going underneath here. You're like, I'm up here.
Yay. What were you doing?
That's why I always get yellow cabs in Manhattan, because I don't want, it's like,
Uber's convenient. It's a little creepy though, because you know you're in someone's personal car, and
yeah, but it's also you gotta
a little strange. But
you gotta it's just coordinating. You just get a yellow cab, and he's right there. I had a Uber driver one time in L.A. goes, "You want to sit up front with me?" I'm like, seriously?
He was lonely.
Yeah. So I did.
No idea who you were.
I did, and I gave him 4 stars. No, but it's like, what kind of a question is that?
They do that with girls a lot. I used to send some girl home all the time, and I'd get her Ubers, and she goes, at least half those drivers have asked me to sit up front, and she was so nice she would. I'm like, you don't have to do that. What are you doing?
They're
creepy.
They're looking to get jerked off there, Kevin
Absolutely.
Brennan.
That's 4 stars.
I was so lonely in LA, I thought about it.
Why not?
Things were slow.
Just for the story.
If it's for the story,
No,
right?
I know. For the story, I should have done it. If I knew I was going to do a podcast with Lenny, I would have done it for the story.
That's funny. You probably didn't do it because I know if one person got in that Kevin knew, that would have ruined them.
What do you mean?
Like if you knew, like I got in the back, like Kevin.
Oh no, but it wasn't like a share. It was just like the guy picked me up and he goes, "You want to sit up front?" It was a regular dude, regular. You never know in LA, but he was a regular dude, and he's like, "You want to sit up front?" I was like, "Not at all."
Maybe the front seat was more comfortable.
Or the guy, it might be a way if the guy doesn't like people behind him.
Yeah.
Hey, Rocco, could you move a little to the left?
Yeah. Yes.
And the Godfather.
Yes.
For a second, I thought he was doing it because it's safer up front, but it's not really safer up front, right? Unless you.
Oh God, no! That's the death seat.
Yeah,
Everyone knows that.
I was in a shotgun seat.
Yeah, that's not the good seat. But you could have worked the AC and maybe change the channel on the radio.
Could have worked the radio. Maybe that's why he was like, "You get to pick the station."
Especially if he's playing Philadelphia Freedom.
Philadelphia
You would have been
Freedom.
able to switch out of that. At this point, I got to say good morning to Kevin Brennan and Lenny Marcus helping us out this morning. So you should be an Uber driver. Just for the stories, for the podcast.
I think about doing it sometimes, just for the. I kind of want to apply for jobs like Dunkin' Donuts, just to see what they'll say.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be
undercover, right? Undercover boss.
No,
he has
just keep my phone on and be like, "Hey, how's it going?" Like I'm looking for a job and they're all like Indian or whatever, and they're like, "We don't a place where they say, we're looking for help," and then I go, "I'm here to help." But then they'll be like, "Well, we're not. What have you been doing?" I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm a comedian, but I'm, things haven't been going good." And and then when they hire me, they'll be like, "This guy's not funny at all." Now I get it.
Not funny. You're making fun of the customers. You fat pig. What do you need another donut?
Yeah, so I thought it'd be fun to just like apply for jobs and either get shot down and hear what they say, because I still might do it because I got nothing to lose. Go to Burger King or McDonald's or whatever.
You should absolutely do it. And if you get hired, you should do the job for a little bit. The stories you would have, my God.
Yeah.
My God.
And then meet all the people behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We'd all go to see you work.
No, I would do it in New Jersey, keep a low profile.
Jimmy, what were you doing in Jersey? Anything fun? Anything good? Anything worth talking about?
Well, let's just say something that was frowned on in the book of Leviticus.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we saw him last night. Weren't you? You were going somewhere then, right? Is that where you were going?
Yeah.
Good for you.
But I wasn't gotten the law. It was just, but it was just where I was at. It was a nightmare. It was just couldn't. It was like an off the beaten path road.
Yeah.
So annoyed. I should have just drove myself.
Yeah, why didn't you?
Yeah.
Because I didn't feel like going back and get my car and then finding parking. Like Jersey can be a pain in the ass. And Uber's so fast. Usually, it gets you right there.
and it's cheap too.
Yeah.
It's cheap going there.
Very convenient, that Uber.
I won't do the share though. The Uber share, you save money, but I just can't do it.
Plus, you're kind of famous, so isn't that a kind of a bad idea?
That'd be a nice treat for them.
You're always giving back to the community.
Absolutely. Look at this. Please, just like you.
Do you know who you're with here?
Last time I told this story about a week ago. Last time I was in an Uber, I did do the front seat because there was too many of us, and then I had a thing of blueberries. I eat my blueberries.
Wait, you were with strangers or your
my family. It was down in Wildwood area, and the guy in the front, the driver, had rotting teeth, and he was picking them. And at that point, I think I tell the story again just to creep out Jimmy. And then I offered him my blueberries, so now he's digging into my blueberries after. I didn't know he was picking his rotting teeth. Though.
Wait, you did that? You gave him the blueberries as a joke?
No, I was being nice. Thank you. See, Lenny understands just being nice.
He doesn't understand nice.
No, but I thought
you don't know
his teeth
nice.
were already like ugly. The blueberries would make it look even worse. Like, blueberry stain and blueberry between the two, between the gums and the. I'm not a dentist, so I don't know what they're called. But
teeth.
Yeah.
Well, then I already offered him the blueberries, and
that's so ridiculous. Though. Like, why do you offer a guy blueberries? Like,
why not?
Why not? No, that's such a logical question.
Sorry, like, would you like my? You just bought them for you, not for the fucking Uber driver.
He didn't have extra crust on him.
I buy the what is it, a quart, a contain, whatever that could feed a whole family.
You bought them like at the
so I have
supermarket,
plenty.
like at a fresh outdoor.
The fruit guy came by. So we all grabbed some fruit before we hit the boardwalk. Before we hit the boardwalk, we all got our favorite fruit.
Wait, so and you bought it like at a vending guy? Because I used to live down there. I know they sell them like fresh fruit.
No, back of a truck. The truck just drives up like an ice cream truck.
Right. They grow them down there, so they're fresh.
They grow blueberries everywhere.
Not in Manhattan.
That's true.
No, Manhattan.
You can buy anything of Manhattan fruits.
I bought strawberries that were actually black on the back when I got them.
Of course.
It's like, what does that mean? They're frozen and unfrozen? They're just not.
Supposedly they freeze the strawberries because they're really hard to keep fresh.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just bitched about that recently as well.
My fiance claims that it's the light in the store gets you.
Really?
Yeah, she says that it looks good in the store with the lighting.
That's right.
And then all of a sudden you get them home and they
look like Vicky LaMotta. It's like, what happened to my fucking strawberries?
Yeah, they look very sickly when you get them home, but in the store they're like a bright, nice red color. But then my brother-in-law basically pointed out the fact that you might want to not offer him blueberries. His fucking teeth are rotting, and he's been picking them the whole time. So.
Yeah, and his hands aren't clean.
And then I just laughed. At that point, what are you going to do?
No, you just tell him to keep the whole fucking cart. There you go, sir.
He really dug in, too. He dug in. He didn't just take a couple. He went for a handful.
No, of course, he's hungry. They don't make any money, either, Uber drivers. They all complain they don't make any money. Like the comics that are on friends on Facebook, they're like, I made $100 for like a 12-hour shift.
Jesus, that's it?
Yeah, so
I thought it was more than that.
No, they don't. They don't make a lot of money.
I didn't know it was a lot of comics doing it. I know one guy who does it, but I didn't know there was a lot of them doing it.
Like I know at least I think 3 guys in LA that do it, and I'm not even friendly with them. I'm just friendly with them. I'm friends with them on Facebook, and because I posted on Facebook. I said Uber's so cheap. I put a post, Uber's so cheap, the guy sexually assaulted me, and I still gave him 5 stars, So, a couple guys were like, well, what did he do? I'm like, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But I knew I know 2, I could name their names, but I don't want to. Because would that be bad for their career? I don't know.
Wouldn't be helpful.
Well, it's not like you've been on the show before and not named names.
Yeah. What? No, but this is a higher platform, Lenny. We name a lot of names on our podcast, but because
you've named names here.
Yeah, of course. Here. But I
is the podcast still doing well?
Yeah, it's incredible.
Is it growing? Is it growing week by week, Lenny? You're the numbers guy.
Yeah, Lenny is the numbers guy.
You know how to crunch the numbers.
It's holding steady, and it's crawling up. It's crawling up. We could use another boost.
A little boost? Maybe get the boost today. You never know.
Yeah.
We're doing good. We're getting donations, and people love it, though. I mean, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but people really like it who listen to it. So we just got to get more people listening to it. But I'm not going to beg. I'm not going to fucking beg you cocksuckers to listen to it.
Yeah, he begs every week. We're going to do a live show in September 13th. Tuesday, September 13th at the Village on the Ground.
Oh, that's good, man.
Yeah.
Good. That's a lot of guys do that. It's really good. It works out always fucking crowded. That place is awesome.
That'll absolutely help. Philadelphia Freedom, I guess, for the Democratic National Convention. I was talking to Lenny right before the show about it, and I don't even know what these conventions actually do. It's just 4 days where they just suck each other's dicks, right?
I think so.
Well, first of all, Lenny, I don't know the backstory with Lenny. Lenny's not, he's apolitical, he's asexual, he's a lot of things. And,
wait, I thought you would lean,
left.
Yeah.
I get, depending on the issue, I
think that's the way to be, depending on the issue.
Lenny's a Reagan conservative.
No, it's all depending on the issue. But this is like
what issue? What issue?
Name it. Name the issue. What do you want?
Gays.
Gays, I'm left.
Oh, okay.
He's left.
I'm left.
Wow, I'm laughed.
I'm left. Why wouldn't you be? Everybody's. I like people. The thought of people being created equal, don't you?
Well, yeah, but
that's the easy way out, Lenny.
Why is that the easy way out?
Because that's the obvious thing to say.
No, it's not.
What are you talking about? They're people.
Yeah.
Somebody said the other day, and somebody yelled out at me like, "All lives matter." I'm like, most lives matter. Come on, let's be fair. I mean, all.
Yeah,
with the crackhead at the fucking corner.
Good point.
I mean, not to pick on him, but
the pedophiles.
Yeah,
I'm
with
you can't say all.
Yeah, their lives don't matter. Their hard drives should be saved, but their lives do not
matter. Hard drives matter.
Yeah,
but you're right. Not all lives.
No, but the thing is, I didn't watch the thing last night, but I watched it the other night, Monday, I think, and I mean, if I was waiting to take her out on a date, I'd be like, how ugly is this Hillary Clinton? That speaker after speaker has to be like, she's the greatest. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just bring her the fuck out. I mean, can I meet her?
You're 100% right.
No, it's like on and on and on. Like, how
Well, that's what
fucking
they
ugly
do.
is
What,
she?
they didn't do that
I know, but it's just weird because she's the first woman. You're like, oh my God, let me see these cankles.
Well, she came out last night to hug Obama.
Yeah, but
after his
that's still
speech.
like, was she like,
That was
she
a little
didn't-
surprise for
That
everybody.
was. I didn't even know if she had spoken yet, but she's speaking tonight,
She
right?
spoke,
But she didn't say
what day
anything,
was it?
right?
She spoke Tuesday, I guess.
Just for a second.
Didn't she speak from
on
like
the screen.
a location? Right. Okay.
I think this is the first time she was in the room. When Obama finished, she came out and they had a little hug.
I thought he was great. He was really great.
He was great.
Fuck, man. That was an amazing speech.
He's really good at that, right?
Yeah.
I fell asleep. I was trying. I watched like 3 hours of the coverage, and then Obama started, and I just couldn't keep my eyes open anymore. I saw the first 15, and what I saw was really good.
Yeah, he was on fire.
He nailed it, huh?
Oh, that son of a bitch was good, man. He
Was
really
he getting laughs or just playing it straight?
He actually had a couple of really good laughs. He had good timing.
No, he's really good on those correspondence dinners. He always nails it.
Yeah.
Always kills.
Did he have any tears in his eyes?
A little bit.
It's got to be
I think a little
emotional
bit.
that, his time is just about up.
I think he's ready to go. He's probably exhausted.
Yeah, how old is he now? He's in late 50s?
No,
mid-50s?
not even
early
late,
50s.
early.
Because he has a whole life of speaking and public engagements. So he's got a great life ahead of him.
Yeah, and he can alwa's drive Uber if that don't work out.
Can you imagine? He'll be 55 in next week, I guess. 55 next
Okay.
week. So
He's only 7 years older than me. He's gotten so much more
Yeah,
done.
I'm like, yeah, no. It's so ridiculous when you go like, oh, maybe I should pick it up. What the fuck am I doing? I got a podcast. I'm doing good, right? Obama
right.
did 2 terms in fucking
Maybe
the
we can
White
get
House.
him on.
Maybe we get him on.
But you still have hope, Jimmy, because you got 7 years to go before you're at his age, so anything could happen.
But
it's worse when you're older than the president, going, oh, fuck me.
I know, that's coming sooner or later, I'm
Right.
sure. But
the next one will take a lot of us out as far as being older than the president.
He also started, though, when he was like 47 or 40. How old do you know? So 47?
Yeah, I mean,
he
he's
was
been
young.
doing politics.
He was like my age when he became president. Like, Jesus,
he
I
was-
can't picture running the country.
And what
at
I
this
just
age.
said was really stupid. The next president is going to be fucking really old.
In their 70s, yeah.
70s. So that's, I was thinking, next time we have a young president, yes.
Which should probably happen after one of these.
One of these two winners.
This is where, with Trump, who I do like, but this is where, like, a guy like Obama looks so much better. Like, he's just, when you need a moment where you gotta sound presidential, he does. Like,
Right.
you want a guy who can go up
well,
there.
why wouldn't you want that? Well, how can you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You want a guy who can go up there and really fucking, and I know substance counts more than just sounding good.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want Trump in that spot at this point.
Well, right. At the end of the day, that's the
Don't say
guy.
don't say at the end of the
Why?
day.
Exactly, because
Because that's
mid-morning counts.
overused.
At the end of mid-morning. No, that's what you want. I don't want to. If I don't know anything about politics or whatever, you just have to have a guy or woman, somebody who stands in front of represents the country, and you don't like cringe every time they come on TV.
Yeah, but he almost had to be because he's the first black. It's like Jackie Robinson. He had to be like classy and.
So the next black guy you're saying can be like, yo, what's up, motherfucker? No,
you know
that's
what's
not
going to happen. That's
it's
what
not going to happen.
It happened with rap. It happened with everything.
So
Anyway.
the president, what?
No, but I would.
I like it. I kind of like your thought, though.
No,
You let the hair go a little wilder, right?
No, the first
little
guy
darker?
has to be very diplomatic. The first guy, to the first black guy. But I will say this about whoever wins is going to pale in comparison because.
Well,
he's
yeah,
a
physically,
superstar.
sure.
Yeah.
No, he's a superstar. Obama's a superstar.
I love his swagger when he gets off Air Force One. Did you see him coming down the stairs? He has this swagger
He's
about
great.
him, man. He's great.
He's great.
Lenny wants to blow Obama.
No, I don't want to blow Obama, but I think he's what you want. It
Yeah,
shows
but they
we're
don't
progressive,
come
shows we're
around.
hip, we shows smart. We have a smart individual who's level-headed.
Yeah,
and
but they
believes
don't
in-
come around that often. It's not. It's just
Yeah,
like,
it
we
doesn't.
should get more of him. There are not that many of him around. You know
Okay,
what
well,
I mean?
you can't go to the other. I'm saying that you can't
No,
go to the
here's
other
another
direction.
thing. Here's another thing. If he was such a whore like Bill Clinton was, how you know what I mean? How people think Clinton was a great president. He wasn't that good a president. And if Obama had any of the scandals that Clinton had, people would be fucking trashing him because he's black. Well,
Clinton had charisma, though. We
yeah,
enjoyed
well, so
that.
does Obama, but yeah, and the charisma got him a lot of pussy and STDs probably. You know what I mean? So the point is that charisma is good to a point, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, I mean, charisma. No, you're not wrong. Thanks for the handoff, Jeff.
I'll take it from here. I'll take it from here.
You don't want to have too much charisma because then, I mean, I'm saying everyone says that about Clinton, but it's like Obama was a better president than Clinton, in my opinion.
What did Obama say last night? He was just rah, America isn't as bad as Trump would like you to think, that type of thing.
Yeah, but
why is that rah, by the way?
No, I meant that in a good way. Like, you just, keep getting everyone pumped up. I like that.
Yeah, they had a very positive message, and just saying that Clinton could get the job done. He really talked her up. And again, that's what they do in that position.
But they didn't mention terrorism, right? I heard they're not mentioning terrorism.
Probably not. There's certain things that they're doing that he's doing that I just didn't like. But overall, I really like him a lot. But the way he's not mentioned, no, he did actually mention, that's not true. He mentioned ISIL. And he said that they've been weakened and that she would absolutely finish the job. And he was talking about her foreign experience. He kept Benghazi under his hat. But aside from that, he did talk about it.
And it took Obama a while to endorse Clinton, right?
They've been rivals, so...
Yeah, no, I know.
But now, look, he set her up perfectly. That's what you learned from last night. He set her up like, this is the choice. This is bigger than... differences that I've had with her or whatever, like this is an important election as far as what you think. And he's all about hope and educate and whatever. And the way that Trump has painted what's going on outside, you would think it was Hunger Games going on out there or, like really sad. Like there's...
But it is weird. It is weird, though.
What is weird?
That there's like people are getting shot like almost every other day. Like it's
weird, but that's not. How does the president affect that? You think Trump's going in with an army outside? What do you got? Your mind?
What do we have nuclear weapons for if not to fucking bomb ISIS?
Well, where are they, Kevin?
Yeah, tell us where they are.
Where specifically are they?
I don't know. They're like
nobody knows.
They're in Syria and Jersey City.
Well, do you want us to drop it on Jersey City when you're there, or what time you leave?
Give me some notice.
Okay, there you go.
Give me what, 24 hours notice?
You just got your job at the Dunkin' Donuts, and you want us to blow it up?
The point is, though, shouldn't we use these weapons, or at least to scare people?
It's the first time we don't really know where they are.
We know where they are.
They're everywhere. It's not an actual place.
Plus, we know enough where they are, so we drop a bomb. We let them know we're coming.
Well, you make it sound like we do nothing.
We don't do anything.
What are you talking about? We do stuff.
Kill them all.
Oh, okay, kill them all.
And they want that. They want a bomb drop. They want the
that would help their cause.
To them, it's like like Armageddon is great. For a lot of these groups want Armageddon.
That's right. Oh, we'll indulge them. No, it's like
there you go. We know who you're voting for now. Ken.
No, I'm just voting. I'm just saying, like, and when people get out of with the airport, so you don't have to check your bag in anymore. You just bring a big bag and you blow it up. Okay, well, why don't we outlaw big bags? Because nobody likes them anyway. And then if somebody gets out of their car with a big bag, you just shoot them dead, and we'll make some mistakes, but who gives a shit? The word gets out that we're not fucking around anymore.
To be honest with you,
why are we so tolerant? Lenny, I travel, you don't. Anyway,
I travel more than you. I travel more than you this year, that's for sure.
No, so the point is that, like, we got to get the message out. They're getting their message out. We got to get our message out.
That we're not going to fucking deal with this shit anymore.
Yeah, like, you can't bring a big bag to the fucking airport. It's unnecessary.
That's the message?
The airlines...
And our airlines getting smaller, so they don't really need the big bag.
But they always have a big bag, and the airlines don't want them. That's why they charge you extra fee. So no big bags.
Wait a second. When you travel, hypothetically, with that whole family of yours, the traveling circus, you don't bring a big bag. What do you got? 9 small bags?
No. Well, I'm in the United Friends and Family or whatever the fuck they call it. So I get free bags.
Oh, I see. So you're allowed to bring a big bag.
So you're bringing a lot of small bags.
Yeah, I bring. I'm
a lot of backpacks.
So with 2 kids, it's just all backpacks. You guys are just like 2 pairs of underwear.
Yeah,
for
like
a
the
week.
Von Tropps. Yeah, crossing the Alps. No, we just. I think I could bring 4 bags or whatever.
But a lot of people are scared of backpacks.
Yeah, no, you can't bring them on the subway. Like, if it's a big backpack, again, you just pull them over and you go, can I look at your backpack? First of all, another thing, they're profiling themselves. You know who does it. Every time like a guy is a terrorist, you know what they look like. They look like non-Uber drivers. They look like traditional yellow cab drivers. You know what I mean? So, like, if a guy has a backpack or a big suitcase, just go, can I talk to you for a minute?
Well, that gets into the whole stop and frisk thing.
Yeah, which I'm for.
Yeah, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. It's kind of a hassle at times for people.
And here's another thing, like, not to sound like a right-wing lunatic, but like...
well, you're working on it.
No, even people in black communities, they like stop and frisk because it makes their neighborhood safer. They don't like the fact that the cops don't want to go to these neighborhoods anymore because the cops feel like they're a target. It's a fact. Like that's why
it's a fact.
That's why they hate
bring
de
me a fact
Blasio.
up on the internet. What are you talking about?
That's why they hate de Blasio, because he made the. You know what I mean? The cops don't want to go to bad neighborhoods. They only go when they have to. And the people that are like good people, good citizens, good traditional citizens, taxpayers.
How do you know most people in those neighborhoods want to stop and frisk? Did you take your own poll? Did you go up,
he took his own poll.
And
I do a lot of my own polling, private polling. No, it's like I read a lot.
What do you think, Kevin? Well, I think.
No, I read a lot about these things because I'm curious, but I find it interesting that that a lot of the people who aren't criminals are for the stop and frisk in urban areas. It's a fact, Lenny. You're busy watching the Yankees lose. Lenny spends a lot of times watching the Yankees play 500 baseball.
I'd rather do that than listen most of the time to politics.
Okay, all right.
He's apolitical.
Apolitical. What about, did you see Joe Biden last night? His speech was awesome, and he had tears in his eyes.
Oh, yeah.
God, I wish he ran.
How long did he talk for?
I would have been okay with Joe Biden running for...
Yeah, I would too. I like Joe Biden.
He might have been too old, though. He might have been like at this age. I don't fucking need this nonsense.
He is old. Plus, he's been through so much, you know?
Yeah, he's not over the death of his son, that's for sure. That came out again last night, and tears in his eyes, but he's such a great speaker as well. And they all call him Uncle Joe.
But you know, his wife died when he was younger. You know that story, right?
Yeah.
The car crash.
Car crash, and then
his wife and 2 kids were killed.
Right. He's had a lot of tragedy, and then his son Bo recently.
Cancer, right?
Yeah. So he had a great speech last night.
What's this right here?
He was good. What?
No. He brought up. Biden.
Yeah. Let's play a quick clip from Biden's speech. We should have played something from Obama as well, if you can find it.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
The threats are too great. The times are too uncertain to elect Donald Trump as president of the United States. Now, let me finish. No major party nominee in the history of this nation has ever known less or has been less prepared to deal with our national security. There's only one person in this race who will be there, who's always been there for you, and that's Hillary Clinton's life story. It's not just who she is, it's her life story. She's always there. Given a fair chance, Americans have never, ever, ever, ever let their country down. Never. Never. Ordinary people like us. We've had candidates before who attempted to get elected by appealing to our fears, but they've never succeeded because we do not scare easily. We never bow. We never bend. We never break when confronted with crisis. No, we endure. We overcome, and we always, always, always move forward. That's why I can say with absolute conviction, I am more optimistic about our chances today than when I was elected as a 29-year-old kid to the Senate. The 21st century is going to be the American century. God bless you all, and may God protect our troops. Come on. We're America.
America, fuck yeah! That was just a couple quick.
That was a short speech.
That's what you want.
Yeah, that was pasted together a little bit, but you get the.
Well, you got to say.
I was like when they say we're going to move forward, like we have no choice. We have to move forward, no matter what happens. It's like when they're watching a football game, they go like, "This team didn't quit." Like, who quits? Even garbage men don't quit. You know what I mean? Like, that's what people do. They just keep not quitting.
Yeah, you gotta just keep going.
Everyone's
no matter
a fucking hero.
Yeah,
we move forward. Yeah, everyone does. Even ISIL and ISIS.
He's a good speaker, though, Joe Biden.
Yeah, I mean, look, you could say whatever you want about Hillary Clinton. She's been doing this since she's like 20. She's been prepared. She couldn't be more prepared to do something.
But how come she can't? Why doesn't she speak better?
Yeah,
I wish she spoke publicly better. I wouldn't cringe every time she talked. I'd rather be able to enjoy listening to her,
as opposed to Donald Trump.
I prefer
when he speaks,
it
is so sad to me. Like, it's doom and gloom. You want to hear that ever again?
No, I don't mean the content of it. I just mean the way they talk.
No, that's a gift. Some of these guys have gifts. Like, that's Obama's gift. That's Clinton's gift. Like, you're just
had the
losing
gift.
it.
Plus, Hitler had it.
Look, in some ways, it's not crazy.
No. Yeah, but plus when a woman yells, she sounds like she's shrieking. When a guy yells, he sounds like he's commanding the room.
Well, that's not misogynist at all. But yeah,
He's
maybe.
not wrong, though.
It's a
not
fucking
wrong.
fact, man.
Again, fact, man.
What time does your fiance stop listening so we can talk real? The CW Real Talk. What show was that?
When you were listening to Michelle Obama, was that shrill?
Michelle Wolf is shrill.
Okay, well, that's a different Michelle.
Okay, well, close enough for
Michelle
me.
Wolf's not running the country. When you listen to Michelle Obama, was that good for you or not?
But she's got
it was so impressive.
She's got. I didn't
Didn't
listen.
matter if she was a man or a woman. That was impressive.
She's got a deeper
I've
voice
said that
anyway.
so many times.
I'm with Jimmy. I mean, as far as public speaking goes, she's a little rough.
Yeah.
And you had Cory Booker, you had Michelle Obama, Joe Biden killed it
How was
last
Cory?
night. He was unbelievable. You had Obama, and now Hillary is just not gonna look as impressive after all those speeches the last few days.
She's gonna be nervous
About what?
She's probably gonna be overly coached about her speaking voice. About she's shrill and when she gets excited, she gets like a fucking bird.
Do they tell her that? Do you think they've told her that? Like, you got to stop with that shit. People,
Of course. I think they've tried, they work on these people a lot. Like George Bush, this W, was terrible.
Yeah,
and they worked on him a lot.
He wasn't good at it.
He never gave speeches. That's why.
He was not good.
But he came off at least as kind of reaching for stuff and being genuine as a guy who wasn't folksy, right? Where as opposed to, and I'm not saying she's a bad.
She'll do all right, but I don't know.
She'll do fine.
Her point was enraging when she came out this fucking guy.
I've pointed that out for years. The fake point. She's not pointing at anyone.
Yeah, she did it right there.
Yeah.
She's pointing at him.
Look, here's the thing.
Look at you.
She is a politician.
No, but politicians do that all the time when they come out after they won it. Then they point at somebody, but they're not pointing at anybody.
You point at me constantly, by the way. No,
but it's
here's the thing. He'll put his finger up. Here's the thing. Here's my point.
No,
and
but
you literally say, "Here's my point," and then point.
No, but from the stage, when you're pointing at somebody, you're usually pointing at nobody.
And they always smile at that one person, like they see a friend. Harry, I know you,
my dear friend.
They all do that.
It's almost like, I can't believe you're here. Well, of course I'm here.
I spotted you in an arena. Yeah, I hate when they point at the audience and smile.
It's hacky.
Can we see this? Can we see the clip of Hillary coming out at the end of Obama's speech? Did they say anything, or
I felt it was inappropriate. He just ran out. She ran out there and bum rushed him. It was really rude.
Obama points. She points. She looks like an SNL character right there. Like, what's her name? That plays her on SNL. She looks more like her than herself. Bill's all happy. They're hugging.
Yeah, he mouthed the word. I can't say what it is.
That's as good as she's gonna get right there. He's set her up for the slam dunk.
With Stevie Wonder music playing, they're smiling and waving together.
Signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Jim.
Was this Stevie Wonder?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was right. Okay,
that's another good moment.
A thunderous ovation.
All right. I thought
they were really close to each other, mouth to mouth for a while.
I can't hear them.
They were rivals, that's for sure. Yeah. What else? Oh, Tim Kaine. He was entertaining.
He was great, and
he wasn't
Spanish
great.
was great. He was great. You could tell he's a sweet man, and then he did his one thing that he
throws
does
that
good.
Spanish out there, too.
He can
speak Spanish well?
Yes.
He speaks Spanish so well.
But
how do you know? You don't even speak Spanish. He could be saying donkey dick over and over.
Exactly.
I'm sure Twitter would have said that.
I don't know. He throws that Spanish in there to try
I hear that?
to
Oh,
try
he's
to
smart.
impress us.
Why don't you just get a Spanish guy?
Well, he wants the vote.
He looks like Oliver Stone.
It's calculated. Everything's calculated.
No, she just got a Spanish guy.
Do you know how many? Do you remember
does look like
Bloomberg
Oliver
speaking
Stone.
Spanish?
No.
What? Every time Bloomberg speaking Spanish, embarrassing. It's. You want somebody who sounds like they know what they're doing. This is impressive. They're all impressive. That's the point.
I'm impressed, about Bloomberg and how bad his Spanish
Well,
was.
every time there's a snowstorm, they speak Spanish.
Yes, they do.
Snow está grande. It's so dumb.
Like that Bloomberg would say that?
Yeah, they all say that.
And he reads it phonetically. It's really bad.
Yeah.
That's a very good.
Well, I do that as a bit, but that's what it sounds like when they say it.
That's the grande, and then he goes like this with his hands.
But that's how they sound when they say it, and with his little, New York Jewish lilt.
Who is it that he looks like? I'm telling you who's rooting for fucking Tim Kaine is Frank Caliendo. Caliendo, if he can do the voice, will look exactly like this.
I think Caliendo will absolutely be able to do this voice.
Oh, but just look. I don't know what his voice sounds like.
I definitely think he looks like Oliver Stone. Is there a little like a Neil Diamond or something in there? Give me a young Neil Diamond, because it was driving me nuts last night who he looks like. Tim Kaine, definitely Oliver Stone. I see a little of that. Maybe not so much. A little bit. I don't know. Maybe
so wait.
older
So
Neil
she was not. 8 years ago she was not right, but this year she's right.
Well, yes. Period.
Well, they fought it out, and then everyone was surprised when Obama, brought her on board as part of his team.
No, because that was genius on his part.
They really fought it out, though, man. They were.
No, but she never had a chance against him.
She's 72 and Trump is 70.
Trump just turned 70, I believe.
So our president, regardless of who it is at least going to be 75.
Well, they had that with Reagan, too. They were like...
we saw how he was doing at the end. Fucking
signing anything.
Yeah. I knew there were strawberries. No.
How do you guys feel about, speaking of Reagan, the John Hinckley being released?
No, I tweeted it was a coincidence. I said they released him and they showed a picture of Trump and sent him on his way. You know what I mean? Basically, like, go do what you do best. Right?
He can live with his mom, who's 90. He can't be further than 50 miles away from his mom's house. He can't be on social media. He can't check out porn.
That's right.
No porn?
No porn for him.
Might as well just stay in, right, Kevin?
He can't really show his art.
Oh.
Why?
Unless he gets permission, because I guess he's been doing art the whole time he's been in the psych ward.
A lot of pictures of guns up people's heads.
Yeah. The big question, can he do stand-up? Because they all go that route eventually.
No interviews, right?
No interviews. Yeah, I'm trying to remember all the conditions. But then after a year, a lot of these conditions could be dropped.
How about you just don't let him out? How about once you shoot Reagan, and how about you just don't let the fucking piece of shit out?
I completely agree with you. It's special circumstances. But Michael Reagan said yesterday that his father more than forgave John Hinckley Jr., and he's okay with it. But Patty is not okay with it.
Is he sick? Why are they letting him out?
Ask James Brady's family how he feels about that.
That's what we said yesterday. That reason alone, I mean, his life was ruined, and then it was deemed a homicide when he officially died. They said he died from the gun wound.
Wow.
And they said, well, he's been behaving. Well, of course he is. He's been in a nut house with no gun. Of course he's behaving. What's he going to throw Jell-O at people?
His best behavior in jail.
Yeah,
35 years he's been in there. 35 fucking.
Could you imagine?
He's been taking care of feral cats. That alone should tell you that he should not get out. Supposedly there's a pack of feral cats at the psych center, and he's been the caretaker for feral cats.
What a nice man.
He's just stroking the cat like an evil villain.
Is he sick? Why are they letting him out?
He's only 61 years old. He's not even that old.
How does Jodie Foster feel about this?
I don't think
she probably won't comment.
I don't think she's said anything yet.
Yeah.
What I've read.
Is he allowed to go to a Jodie Foster movie? Is that one of the conditions?
Oh, she has no comment, Travis said. Thank you.
Oh.
What else about his release? I think I nailed it, right, Travis? I think there was one more thing in there. I'm looking for the article myself.
The article's not in there.
No, this guy, Hinckley is so fucking hateable. I wish the Secret Service had just shot him. They should have just shot him.
Right. It's weird. I don't know.
They love tackling people instead.
Nah, but they should have shot him right there. Of course. There's no reason for him to be alive.
Just got it over with.
Yeah, man. I know he's nuts, but if you do that and you attempt to wreck the country like that by just killing the president, go fuck yourself.
Especially over a lady who's a lesbian.
I know.
You know what I mean?
That's right. Even thinking that. Yeah, he couldn't have picked the worst thing over an actress. Wasn't even like he was even a fucking.
Yeah, he never had a shot.
Never had a shot.
On her worst day, she wouldn't have picked him.
I was saying how funny it would be if the day he got out, she fucked him. That was so hot.
It's like the scene out of Trading Places. She's waiting for him as the thing opens. Johnny.
Living with his 90-year-old mom. All right. Back to Tim Kaine. So he did his Trump impression last night. That was uncomfortable. That's why I go back to you, Lenny, and say that it wasn't a great.
Wasn't that great?
It was the Trump impression was uncomfortable.
Well, they really did an impression.
They were loving it in the room, but as you comics, I don't think you're gonna enjoy this. There's no fucking way. Is this the montage of the Trump impression?
Well, I don't think he's doing a flat out. He's not like Rich Little.
That's true.
That's what he looks like, though.
True.
Good call, Lenny. He looks like fucking Rich Little.
You might have nailed it. A little Rich Little in there for Tim Kaine. All right, play this. Him doing his Trump.
You know who I don't trust? I wonder.
And it
Donald
goes something like this.
Donald Trump. Trump is a guy who promises a lot, but you might have noticed he's got a way of saying the same two words every time.
Hold on, was there any security to try to capture who stole his lips? He has no lips. I have thin lips. This guy has no lips.
Well, every party has at least one guy with no lips.
Dude, he has no
Giuliani
lips.
has no lips.
And he's a little light in the loafers, right?
A little.
He's got a little lightness there, no?
I think it's more of a sweetness from Virginia. That's how I look at it.
You call it sweetness?
Yeah.
All right, we call
Glass
it a
is
little
always
different.
half full for Lenny.
Right.
It is. It
Always.
really is.
It's a little light.
I have hope, mister.
Yeah, you have hope.
Is the glass half full for you?
It is.
Unless it's calm, then you drink it, right? I hear you. Boo, Jim. I set my own terrible joke up.
In his head, he's like, don't do it, don't do it. He's like, oh, fuck it, I'm doing it anyway.
I had to plow through. I fucking threw the ball up and I ground it out.
There's nothing wrong with him being a little light, right?
No.
No.
It's a light kind of a party.
You're never going to hear him speak. How many times do you hear the vice president speak?
No, plus you don't want him too macho for the Democrats. They don't like that anymore.
That's right.
That's like every man in California. They all talk real lispy now because they don't want to seem too aggressive.
Oh, it's a thing.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing. They get their nails done and they talk real like hi, like Lenny. You know, they're real.
When are you going to talk lispy?
Real talk, real light on loafers. Go ahead, Tim Kaine.
All right, let's play more of this.
Every time he makes his biggest, hugest promises. Believe me. It's going to be great. Believe me. We're going to build a wall and make Mexico pay for it. Believe me. We're going to destroy ISIS so fast. Believe me. There's nothing suspicious in my tax returns. Believe me.
They could not be showing uglier people cheer right now. It looks like the wig truck pulled up to the burn victim unit.
They should never show anybody in these things.
No,
never.
The crowd shots were absolutely a bit rough last night.
On both
terrible.
sides, they're always rough.
Holy shit.
They're always rough.
I think the other side might have better crowd shots, though.
I don't know.
I think they had the edge.
People in full Obama dresses. People in full. Yeah, it's just weird.
Biden's daughter's cute. Wow, I'd love to date her. You know my dad? Hey, Joe. Is that his daughter on the right next to him?
I would assume. You think he got a shot?
No.
Oh, you know what? That might be his son's wife.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's what's going on there.
Oh, Rich Little,
but
that's not.
seriously.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
Go back to Tim Kaine. Do you like his impression? I know he's not going for an accurate impression, but
I'll say what was good about it. It built a little bit, and with the tax returns, got a huge. He didn't open. He opened smart, and he closed with tax returns.
And he's right. He's right in what he's saying is the underlying tone is that it sounds so ridiculous. He sounds ridiculous when he speaks, and that's true. Like I'm gonna build a wall and have Mexico pay for it. That is the dumbest thing.
First of all, can I say something about the wall?
Yeah.
It's like isn't there a great wall in China and everyone loves it now? I mean, maybe at the beginning it wasn't so popular, and then eventually in 1,000 years we'll all love the Great Wall of Mexico. It'd be like a tourist trap. No, it's possible. Isn't it possible? No, like I don't know. I wasn't around when the Great Wall of China was built, but I'm sure there was some dissension.
It's going to be called the Great Trump Wall of Mexico.
No, just the Great Wall of Mexico. I don't think we'll have to call it Trump, but maybe you know what I mean. It's like everything, and when you give it time, will grow into the wall.
Oh, okay.
And it'd be like a tourist destination.
No,
like a theme park. I don't know. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. But seriously, like the Great Wall of China is a big thing. It's everyone. You can see it from outer space, and everyone takes a picture there.
Right.
And Nixon went there. Remember?
And you walk along it for a while.
Yeah.
But that's got to get old really fucking fast.
I'm for it. I just talked myself into
a four of the wall.
I'm not against a wall between us and another country where illegal immigration is happening. I'm not against a wall at all.
Doesn't it create jobs if nothing else?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wall building.
Wall building. We'll see. Let's go back to Tim Kaine doing his Trump.
the way, does anybody in this massive auditorium believe that Donald Trump's been paying his fair share of taxes?
See, that annoys me. That annoys me.
Absolutely.
Right there. Fair share.
He's
the same percent for everybody. That's it.
Plus, he's preaching to the choir.
Exactly. What are they going to do?
Well, they all preach to the choir.
No, take that act to the Kansas City Improv. See how it plays.
Well, take the one last week. Anyway.
Yeah, try that with a fucking check spot. They're not good impressions.
That's an easy room, is what you're saying. All right, let's get to the end of this.
Does anybody here believe that Trump ought to release his tax returns just like every other presidential candidate in modern history?
How does he not release the tax returns?
I have no idea. Somebody needs to explain that.
I thought you had to.
He's being audited, he said.
So what does that mean?
As soon as he's done being...
Exactly. What is that?
As soon as he's done being... He says he's audited every year. So as soon as he's done... I'm just saying what he's saying.
How do you
I'm not his spokesman.
I don't
for
know
him.
how you get away with not releasing it at this point. It's pretty late in the process.
Yeah, he'll have to release it before the election.
Well, he's stalling,
Will he,
clearly.
though? Does he have to? Is that an official thing?
No, he's going to have to because he'll get killed in the debate if he doesn't. He doesn't have to do anything yet.
It'd be great if they found out he had like $45 or something like that.
No, I
it
think
is something like that.
Yeah, I don't think he has a ton of money. I think it's a little bit. I think he oversells himself. With
You think?
He will not be releasing his taxes.
Like
why?
He's a billionaire. Just because he says he's a billionaire doesn't necessarily make you a billionaire.
Probably because he's not a billionaire officially or something. I don't know. There's obviously something in there that would be not good for this election. Are we done with Tim Kaine, or is there a little more left?
That really fucking annoys me that he's not releasing them. Like,
I think he should absolutely
Of course
release.
he's hiding something.
if you're going to be president, it should be mandatory that there's full. We have the right to know everything. If you want that gig,
Yeah.
Wasn't it a couple of years ago that somebody was a little late doing that, and Romney was ripped to shreds.
Romney was slow doing it.
No, but this was somebody on going back further than Romney. It was just an abomination that they didn't do it.
You talking about Ike?
I think it's kind
too far back.
Yeah, too far back. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I don't know if you got it. Is that it for Tim Kaine? Oh, that was it. All right, now we got the phones are fired up on Tim Kaine. So.
You should be able, if you're the fucking president, like literally a citizen should be able to grab your phone and just you check your fucking text messages. Bad joke. It might have worked if I didn't say grab your phone and text and check. Text and check. Good job, Claude.
Let's say good morning to, I can't see your name, whoever this is. The color, whatever. I'm going to bitch about the phone system. No one gives a fuck. Go ahead, sir. Or ma'am.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, who's this?
Hey, this is Marco.
Hey, Marco. So what do you got?
Polo.
Hey, I want to talk to Kevin Brennan.
Oh, my God.
Hi, Cat. He's right here.
Hey,
you know what happened? I mean, we'll still take a call. It doesn't matter. I was going for another guy that says Tim Kaine looks like the mayor of Whoville.
Oh, he does. Jesus.
Which I thought would get a quick little laugh and all that. But all right, and now we got to move on from that. So what do you got for Kevin?
hey, I just want to know, when's he coming to Chicago, man? He never comes out here.
When are you coming to Chicago?
Like I want to go for what? Just tell the club that you go to book me. It's just fucking go over there with a fucking AR-15 and tell them to book me.
I didn't know it was your booking now.
No, just go over. No, just tell the club. Will you live downtown?
Yeah, man.
I'm probably gonna do
on the west side.
I'm probably gonna do Zany's Rosemont at the beginning of next year, early. So get your tickets now, even though they're not available.
Right, man.
You got to sound like you're from Chicago.
I was born in Chicago. I want to go to Chicago bad. I love Chicago. The Loop. I'm all in.
I speak the language.
I used to live in Evanston. That's where I started doing stand-up in Chicago. So you think I don't want to go there, Marco?
You're a real deep disher, huh? Talk local.
Let's go to down next and get some pap.
Chicago's a good fucking town.
Yeah. It is.
Dude, none of you guys come out this way, man.
I was there in February. I started my tour there.
Yeah, well, no, I was there. I was at that your opening show. So that was a great show.
Thank you.
I think that a lot of the guys that do this show go through Chicago.
Yeah, it's great.
It's not like they're avoiding Chicago. All right. Thank you, sir. Thanks for the call, all right?
Thanks, Marco.
We got to say hi to Paul in Virginia. Paul, go ahead.
Why don't you come to Virginia, Kevin?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm calling about Tim Kaine. I've lived in Virginia for 28 years, and I've experienced a lot of governors, and he raised taxes higher than any other governor in the Commonwealth history until we get another Democrat in there, Warner, who raised it even further. and then tacked on an additional sales tax to the Commonwealth of Virginia. So, yeah, I'm not for Tim Kaine whatsoever. He claims to be a moderate. He's not. He's as liberal as they come. He's just like Earl, and he's a guy.
Yeah, a few people calling in from Virginia saying they're not a big fan of this Tim Kaine. I don't know much about him.
That's my main problem with them is the taxes.
It's always the taxes.
They want more of my money than I want to give them. That's
every Sunday. This guy votes the wrong way every single time. You call him up on the phone, you can't get a hold of him. He says, leave a message, I'll call you back. I've called up there like 16 times so far. The guy's never wanted to call back.
Was he talking about you or Tim Kaine?
Tim Kaine.
He's calling Tim Kaine?
And he's mad that Tim Kaine's not calling him back, Lenny.
All right.
He does represent the people.
That's true.
He should call back.
I should call back.
No, that's what Jamey just said. You should be able to text the guy.
As far as Trump and his taxes, that's not required.
Hey, Paul.
But it should be, dude. That's shitty.
Paul,
Have you tried calling Donald Trump to see if you can get him on the line?
Can I ask you something, Paul? I mean, your logic is right there, but how many calls do you think Tim Kaine gets a day?
I just like to speak to a representative. I don't want to speak to a machine.
I don't blame you, but I would never attempt to call any of these guys. I would assume they're not going to pick up or call back.
Start trying to call Mike and the Mad Dog. And
Mike and the Mad Dog.
So they're like waiting around for 4 hours.
He got into this show. He did well. He got it.
How about you update your references, Mike and the Mad Dog? They've done one show together in the last 7 years.
I'm saying people used to call them Mike and the Mad Dog and be like, I was on hold for 5 hours. Right. They throw in one question, then they go to commercial. Like, practice with Mike and the Mad Dog being on hold.
All right. Thank you, buddy.
I just want to say I love Kevin and Lenny. Yeah, not so much.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, wow. Why
I don't agree with this policy.
Who was the last guy? Who didn't like?
Me, of course.
Oh, he didn't like
I said, Lenny, you not so much.
Why do you got to do this?
I'm sorry about your taxes,
They're
man.
wonderful together, these two.
That's
Their
right,
podcast is almost on fire.
First of all, Lenny's
smoldering.
Lenny's glasses always half full, unless it's our podcast, and he's like, not so good. Why you just fucking lie like Trump? Why just go, it's out of control, and then people might be drawn to it.
So lie.
Instead of going like, no, don't lie. Be like, people do like it. The guy from Virginia who can't get Tim Kaine on the line, he can get us on the line. I'm saying, exaggerate so people get excited, Lenny.
Okay.
You don't have to tell them the fucking truth.
Let's go to Ray and the Brigada. What's up, Ray?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
Hey, Hey, Kev, when you coming to Atlantic City, man?
First of all, this better be a running gag the whole show because it's hilarious. If you did it on purpose, it's genius.
I used to live near Atlantic City.
He did shows there all the time.
I used to live in Ocean City.
Ocean City's all right.
I used to have a house in Ocean City.
All right.
Ray never called. Never came by.
Jimmy.
I'm right here.
Jimmy's there all the time.
You were talking about Obama having such a great speech, but I'm going to be honest with you. His speech infuriated me. He's
Why?
a great speaker and all. That's why he got elected. But he kept talking about Donald Trump going at it alone, that you can't go at it alone. This guy signed all these executive orders because he couldn't compromise with the Republicans. He had to force the Health Care Act through because he couldn't compromise with the Republicans. He's talking out of both sides of his friggin' mouth on this.
Which is shocking for a politician. I mean, come on. It's what they all do.
Yeah.
They're all kind of bullshit, and he's no different. But I don't know. I'm glad health care went through. I know it's not perfect, but I would rather have citizens getting taken care of than wasting the money that we waste everywhere else. Whatever. It hasn't been gotten done until he got into office. No Republican has done it. I'm sick of hearing about how they would have done it, and this is what my plan is. He got health care for most people. I don't mind my money going there.
And they'll smooth it out. They'll smooth out the bumps in that thing.
Yeah. No,
2 years have to go by, and then I think more people will.
Jimmy's
will
right
like
because
the healthcare issue.
Everyone said they're going to do it or get a version of it, but nobody did, and they've been talking about it like literally since the 50s.
Yeah,
getting a national health plan in.
I got to go. I got to go with
easy sell.
I could go with Ray a little bit, and of course, Jimmy. You know, I'm hearing great speeches from both sides. I've heard some pretty damn good speeches. I would say more from the Democratic side as far as really good speeches go, but I always smell the bullshit. I hope most people do. I hope you see some of the bullshit coming through it.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, politics is
giving their, like I said, which you didn't like, their rah-rah speech.
They're all giving the rah-rah speech in some ways. You know, you just have to...
You get pumped up, and then you go, oh, that's right, nothing's really going to change.
It's all biased, Drek.
Right.
But, you know.
Well, that's why the Republicans is almost better, because Ted Cruz is like, no, I don't like the guy. You know what I mean? At least some dissent.
Dude, I hate Ted Cruz, but I respect him for doing that.
I just thought it was funny, like a voice of dissent. You know, he could have just said, I'm not going to endorse him, and they would have been like, okay, well, you're not going to go up.
A little selfish, because he's doing it because he wants to run in 20.
A little selfish. Apparently, that's what he's all about.
A lot selfish. Sure, fair enough. But he didn't let it go because Trump went after his wife, his father.
His father was a JFK conspirator.
Right.
Come on, Donald.
I respect that he didn't change his tune like the rest of these fucking guys. On both sides, by the way.
Look, the Republican side is just a mess in some ways, because this is what you got left. Donald Trump. Of all the lifelong politicians, they got Donald Trump. It's not going to be close.
It's going to be close.
All right, I'm willing.
Absolutely, it's going to be close.
I now believe it's going to be close. I didn't think so, but now I'm starting to think it's
absolutely going to be close.
A lot of people hate Hillary so much. If it was a candidate that they liked more on the Democratic side, if it was Biden running, it probably wouldn't be.
I don't think,
But a lot of people really hate Hillary.
She's got so much baggage. Once they get to the debates, it's going to be ugly.
I can't wait till they get to debates. She's going to pants him in front of the whole country.
He's got so much shit on her.
But you don't think there's shit on Donald Trump? He's the worst candidate in the history of politics.
He's the first politician ever to run for non-politician to run for president. So he don't have that much baggage. He has his own personal baggage.
Yeah. What has he done? What has he accomplished?
He's not a politician. That's why people like him. He's not a politician. That's
his biggest trait. He's not a politician.
He went after the Bush family. He went after Fox News. He goes after everybody.
What can he do, or is he gonna do? Don't make fun of my speech. What is he gonna do, or has done that has been positive?
He you ever stay at Trump Towers?
Oh,
it's
there
nice.
you go. Yeah,
well maintained.
And the room service is excellent.
Amazing.
Okay,
always on time.
He's got a point there. They put us up in the Trump hotel in Chicago.
He's got a nice hotel? That's what it is?
It's a beautiful hotel. I mean, the family gave us fucking strawberries.
Touche.
Remember the strawberries we got, Jimmy?
Oh, my God. It was lovely.
We felt like they should have. Not that
fluffy towel. Jim, with the pillows good? Jim loves a good pillow.
The rooms were amazing. The hotel itself was amazing. We just felt like the Trump family should have gave us a little something extra. A little something.
A little something for you guys.
We had chocolate-covered strawberries.
Turn down service.
And something that looked like a chocolate building, I think, if I remember correctly. Right? Was that the truth? Yeah.
Where was this?
Chicago. When we went up there and did a gig.
There you go.
Downtown.
But the place is gorgeous.
Yeah.
He runs a nice hotel.
I don't want another Clinton. It's like we had the father, and then 2 terms with the son, then 2 terms with the husband, and now the wife. We're a fucking dumb monarchy. It's like, would you have 2 families that we want to run?
Nobody wants the job as president.
Oh, everyone in that business wants the job of president. They just can't finagle their way to the top.
But we can't find the real if he knocked off all the Republicans.
Do you understand here's what he did? Exactly. Yeah. He came in and threw his big dick around, and he's not even a politician, and he navigated his way past all of these shitheads.
Exactly. We can't find We can't find one person smarter than Donald Trump on that side of the aisle.
There probably are, but for some reason, talk about getting something done. He got to this point.
He knew how to play the media,
and it's like he did know how to play the media, absolutely, but he fucking took a weed whacker and he walked right through all of the Republican Party. That's not easy to do.
What he has done, and this is why I'll give him, he has shown politics in the light that a lot of people have seen politics as a crock of shit.
I love that part of it.
And of course, everybody likes that, but that has...
Absolutely,
I'm not going to use any, at the end of the day, but you really, when you... Come on, but at some point you got to go...
That's enough for me.
All right, fine. He showed you the bad political system. Now what?
Punish them. Yeah.
Punish them?
Yes.
Punish all of us. You're biting off your nose to spite your face in this.
No,
I
don't know about that.
Absolutely,
You have
Jim,
a Congress, you have a Senate. Obama couldn't close Guantanamo. Bush couldn't have abortion made illegal. They can only do so much. And a Supreme Court nominee or 2 who's going to die in a few years because they're all in their fucking 70s when they get elected anyway, so fuck them. You know,
fuck them. That's the worst attitude.
Yeah, you're not supposed to become president from nepotism.
It's not nepotism. She's qualified for the job.
That's what they said about George W. Bush. It's like
he wasn't qualified for the job.
But they said he was. They said he was. Huh?
I don't think he was that qualified.
No, he wasn't. But I'm saying, should we get just because on her name recognition, she should become the president?
No, she's qualified for the job. She's an idiot. Really, she's a lifelong politician.
If you're running for president, you're going to take $675 $25,000 from Goldman Sachs, even though you're running for president and you know Bernie Sanders is against the big banks? You're an idiot. She's a fucking idiot.
She's a fucking idiot. Yeah, she's so much smarter than anybody they've wheeled out in forever. What are you talking about?
Smart on what? She didn't know how to run an email. She used AOL. What the fuck is that? Nobody uses AOL.
You use AOL.
Yeah, because I'm not running for president.
Oh, okay. So keep talking out of both sides of your mouth on that. I get it.
Lenny, I'm going to fart in your face. You keep it up.
Oh, man.
Look, I would love the Republicans to have somebody that you could look up to. He painted the picture of this country like it's Armageddon going on outside. It's not. Get some hope. It really is.
Okay, well, things are not. We need tighter security. We definitely need tighter security.
Jimmy, you want to go get coffee?
No, yeah.
We'll let these two just do the rest of this.
It's so dumb. Listening to you is so dumb. It really is. No, she's not qualified. She's overqualified
I didn't say
for
she
this.
wasn't qualified.
Yes, you are. You say she's dumb.
She's dumb. As a politician,
Donald
she's
Trump
dumb.
is so much more dumber than her. If you want to go that angle, who's least qualified, he's least qualified
People
for the
like
job.
him because he's not a politician.
No, you like him because he's not a politician.
Jimmy said the same thing.
Well, that's the worst case for having him as president of the United States.
No, people don't want a politician.
He's anti-politics.
They know politicians are dirty. They cut a lot of deals. They want a non-politician.
Donald Trump doesn't cut a deal. That's all he does is cut a deal.
With his hotel.
So he's a hotel person. Cut a deal at hotel. He can be a hotel person. He's not running the country. Are you out of your mind?
Lenny, you've never experienced better pillows, though.
That's true. I hate itchy sheets.
These fucking.
You're right. You're right. That's what he should run on. He should come out during the debates with a pillow.
And the sheets aren't bad either, my friend.
Have you stayed? Every time she says something intelligent, he should come out and said, "Yeah, my pillowcases are like cotton candy." That's a great. You know what? That'll be a better platform to run on.
Oh, it's just wonderful.
He should have hired one of these for his vice president. One of these ladies that fluffs the pillows.
Yeah,
she's Latin.
Yeah,
and she's a lady. She covers a lot of boxes.
Yeah, then she goes to France. She has to meet with Dominique Strauss-Kahn.
And it's not a bad thing that he's into cyber attacking. That's a good thing to do, right, Lenny?
Lenny, people are sick of politicians.
Yes, people are sick of politicians.
They know they're liars. They know they're full of shit. They'll say anything to get elected. Trump is like, I'm not a politician. I'll call it like it is.
Yeah, Trump's walking back that whole cyber attack thing.
He is just going to step in
he's
it.
Trying to say, he's trying to say that he was being sarcastic about the Russia hacking thing. Trying to find Clinton's emails.
He calls the media out for being fucking biased twats. There's a lot about him I like.
I do like that. I'll give you that.
He really wants a hacker to get those emails, but now that his people got to him and said, "What the fuck are you doing?" Now he's walking it back. He's trying to walk.
And he gets a lot of retweets. I respect that. Still a Twitter whore. So
how depressing is it? Some mundane tweet from him. It gets like 30,000 retweets.
I know.
Without even trying. All right, we got Lenny Marcus and Kevin Brennan in studio. How do they get the podcast, which is a wonderful listen?
Go to riotcast.com, and there's Misery Loves Company. You can get it on iTunes, Misery Loves Company. Those are the two main places.
People do like it, Lenny. Don't. I mean,
didn't say they didn't like it. Where you get? You see, you're the Donald Trump of podcasting,
which is good.
You make up shit. I never said people don't like the show.
You said we're doing okay.
We are doing okay. We're not Mark Maron's podcast. We're not this show.
Okay, but he's been doing it 10 years.
Yeah, we're doing okay.
Opie, jump in.
Help me, Opie.
Sell it a little bit?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of overselling.
Yeah, thank
you. You're right. Kevin, sell it.
It's worked for me all these years. Just overselling.
Been out here 30 years.
Right, exactly.
He's right. Let me change my tone. We have the best fucking podcast in the world.
There you go.
In the world. Why would you listen to any other podcast when you can listen to Kevin Brennan spew off this?
When you were on Noam's podcast,
yeah.
Noam, I listened to it.
Thanks.
And Noam said this is the hottest podcast in the world. Like, he was overstating it a little bit, but he was basically selling it like it's a good podcast.
Well, I would go somewhere in between.
Right. Yeah. Don't exaggerate so people think it's like a joke. But I'm saying people like the podcast. Cypher Sounds, he's always like, this is the greatest podcast.
Noam and Cypher Sounds, if you have those two, yes, everyone, please listen to us. We have the two.
Again, you're down.
I'm not. You just sound like an idiot.
What's wrong with Cypher Sounds?
You're Donald Trump. You sound like a moron. No, it's a really good show. Listen to us.
No, you're touting fucking Hillary Clinton, but your own podcast.
Attention, Hillary Clinton. Listen to our podcast when you're on the plane.
When she's not has no job in 4 months.
All right.
All right, there you go.
I don't know why I'm plugging Australia. I don't think they can hear us in Australia right now, but I'm plugging my Australia gig.
Have you ever been there, by the way?
First time.
Oh, my God.
September 9th and 11th, Melbourne and Sydney.
Good for you.
And in Montreal this Saturday, I'm going to be doing I have one show at the Theatre La Chapelle Saturday night. And then September 15th, 16th is the Minneapolis and Pittsburgh. Those dates have been rescheduled to September.
Right.
And then Toronto, September 24th, the Just for Laughs Festival.
Very nice. We're doing a lot of guest hosts for the rest of the summer.
Why are you laughing? Because we'll never get in here, right? I know we're only here this week because Montreal and fucking Mark Norman's not around. So I call Mark Norman the Tim Kaine of comedy now because he's fucking opening for a lady.
You guys are the only ones that aren't in Montreal.
That's right. We'll host for you, Opie, if you want us.
We're going to try to work something out for real.
Right.
But
don't tease us again. Come on, I can't take it.
First of all, you're here today.
Yeah,
Enjoy
what's the matter?
today.
Enjoy today.
How about you enjoy today?
Did you just give us hope?
Yes.
Enjoy today, Kevin.
Enjoy every sandwich.
I think we had a good hour. I think you were...
That's what Warren Zevon said. Enjoy every sandwich when he was on his last Letterman appearance. You know who Warren Zevon is?
Yes,
Did he say
Kevin.
that? That's pretty.
Yeah.
Enjoy every sandwich.
No, that's what Letterman asked me. He goes, you got any advice? Because he knew he was dying. He said, just enjoy every sandwich.
So he's promoting carbs. That's really unhealthy. I'm sorry.
Do you like Warren Zevon?
Yeah, I do.
What song you like by him?
I like the
basic ones.
Don't say where.
No, I went home with the waitress the way I always do.
Right.
Lawyers, Guns, and Money. That album.
Yes,
that's the greatest album ever.
He's terrific.
Excitable boy.
He is terrific.
He is terrific.
That's Kevin's favorite word. Terrific.
He says terrific
all the time.
No, Lenny does.
No, he doesn't like anybody who says terrific.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
He died in 2002. That long ago?
Wow, it's been that long already. 14 years ago.
Wow.
Can we see a moment of it?
Is this the sandwich? I'm trying to find it. Yeah, find the sandwich thing. So listen, for the rest of the summer, a lot of guest hosts are going to be in this studio for us. And Doug Benson's going to be one of them. He's hosting Doug Loves Movies live on Tuesday, August 9th from 8 to 10:30 a.m. in the Fishbowl. And you can request tickets by sending an email to moviedougbenson@gmail.com. Yeah, this is a limited seating event, so get on that if you want to check out Doug doing Doug Loves Movies in this time slot, August 9th. That's coming
Where's
soon.
he doing it?
8 to 10:30. Is this the guests that are coming in? Are they doing that show?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why he's not starting at 7. Maybe, whatever. It'll work. I think we'll do a best of or something from 7 to 8, but whatever. So, yeah, go to email moviedougbenson@gmail.com if you want to see the live show.
So should we give you avails now or wait till off the air?
You're here today, though, you son of a bitch.
He's never happy, Kevin. I mean,
that's
Opie.
my charm. That's my charm. What'd you call him?
I just called him Kevin.
Oh.
He's never happy. Kevin is never happy.
No, I'm happy. I'm in the moment.
Really?
I'm in the moment.
What makes you happy?
No,
we went through this on our show.
For real?
Yeah. What makes Kevin happy? What was it? Coffee?
Give me 5 things that makes you happy.
I'd love to hear
quickly.
No,
we got to go to break and eat.
My son makes me happy.
That's a good one.
I was taking it.
Not his daughter, just the son. Go ahead.
No, my son said the funniest thing. I was taking a shower.
Yeah.
And he walked in, I was taking it like I was just scrubbing everything. And my son goes, Dad, don't forget to wash your peen, because that's what my wife calls his penis. He goes, don't forget to wash your peen. And I go, okay, I won't. And then he goes, okay, good boy. And then he goes, I'll leave you alone so you can have some privacy. And I'm like, it makes it almost worth it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
What else?
And I think that's it.
Did you wash it?
No, I like a good sandwich. Yeah, I do.
That's the most important. You follow up.
I like a good club sandwich. A good club sandwich with mayo on the side.
Wasn't
wow,
it
that's
coffee?
a huge drop off already.
Yeah. He doesn't have 5.
From your son to a sandwich?
No, just because I had a club sandwich the other day. I thought these are really tasty.
Club sandwiches are awesome.
You know, it's really good sometimes.
Mayo, some turkey,
my
fucking bacon. God damn it!
And then,
a nice ripe tomato, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Crisp lettuce. Come on, let's do this. A little bacon in there.
And then you have an ice cold Coca-Cola, not Diet Coke, Coca-Cola. Because
Yeah,
you're
fuck
living
that
it up.
diet shit. If you're gonna drink a soda, just drink.
Yeah, you're living up with your club sandwich. You don't give a shit. And then that's 3. And then and Jesus. Did I mention Jesus?
All right, listen, we're gonna take a break. Jamey Jasta is here too. He's lead singer of Hatebreed and our friend, and we haven't seen him in a while. He's coming by to say hi. You know Hatebreed? Any of you?
That's why I call Kevin.
That's my rap name.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the name of his band?
Yeah.
Okay.
Huge in that world.
I don't have that album.
That world?
Huge. Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah,
in
there's
that
a lot
world.
of there's a lot of subworlds now that I don't know about.
I'm not going to make believe I know Hatebreed. I know Jamey when he comes on, and I like him a lot.
Yeah.
But he's huge, yeah. And they got a new album out, and he's going to come in and say hi to us. So I think we're ready for a break. Chop, chop. Let's do this. Busy day. And then you got E-Rock walking in. He wants to... What do you want, E-Rock, really fast? Before I say hi to Jamey Jasta.
You know, you made a mention of club sandwiches.
Yeah.
And I'm in agreement with Jim. You know, goddamn, they're really good. I think we should just get some club sandwiches for today.
Funny you don't have the same enthusiasm when I mentioned Equinox.
Anybody want a club sandwich?
Yeah, I'll take a club sandwich.
Is it a turkey club or just...
When it comes to food,
Probably
E-Rock...
your choice, Jamie.
E-Rock gets excited.
Not too much mayo.
Not too much mayo?
I don't want to act like I'm have like jizz all over my sandwich. Sometimes there's too much mayo. You know what I mean? And you squeeze it and the fucking.
I think if you're gonna go mayo, there's never too much.
Yeah,
you
just
really
gets
need
all
to
fucking
know.
sloppy.
Yeah, the sloppier the better, right?
You just said you're anti-dairy.
I'm not personally going to have mayo.
Are you just going to watch me eat and jerk off to it?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah. I love seeing you get sustenance.
I want to make sure you're happy, which I think might be impossible. Right, Lenny Marcus?
Yeah, he's only got 2 on the list out of 5.
Well, but one of them is the club sandwich. Do you want one? We'll go get it. There's a, what did you say, a diner
There's
nearby?
a diner across the street, yeah.
You want a nice club sandwich?
Yeah, mayo on the side.
All right.
I mean, if they have to put it on, I'll take it.
Anybody else want a club sandwich?
Sure. Mayo on the side. I'm with Kevin. Mayo on the side.
Turkey clubs, right?
Jimmy?
Done.
Okay.
Turkey club for Jim Norton?
No, thank you, buddy.
Jamie?
No.
No?
I'm going to pass.
And Jamey Jasta's going to pass.
I had some eggs already.
Oh, you did?
I felt like I've eaten healthy, James. I really don't need anything else.
And if they have French fries there too, maybe that'd be good.
Freedom fries.
Of course it comes.
You go steak fries, right?
Yeah, whatever.
You know it's 8:30 in the morning, right?
Yeah, but I didn't really sleep that much, so it's more like it's just a continual day.
And our lunch starts a lot earlier than most.
Yeah.
Okay?
That is true.
Jamey Jasta, how are you, buddy?
Good. Just got back from the Grand Canyon. Went to Sedona.
We were talking about it a little bit right before, when you came in, while everyone else went to the bathroom.
It was incredible.
I did that exact trip. You fly into Phoenix, you drive to Sedona, which is the drive alone is amazing, just to Sedona. Then Sedona itself is it's an incredible place, spiritual.
Amazing. Yeah.
Very spiritual over there.
I went up and sat on Warrior Rock. This guy was like walking up there playing the flute. I posted the video on my Instagram. Like I wasn't going to do it, and then I saw him do it, and then I saw like a 10-year-old kid do it. So I was like, all right, I got to do it now.
Yeah.
And
is it dangerous, Warrior Rock?
I don't think it's that dangerous, but it's pretty high up, and I'm not a huge fan of heights.
Yeah.
But I just had to, they say it's a vortex. It's in between Kachina Woman and there's a little area in between Kachina Woman, which is another mountain, and Warrior Rock, and I climbed up there, and he played the flute, and
So you followed a guy that wanted to play the flute on top of a rock?
And we were having this like nice moment on the rock, and then he just hawks a huge loogie.
Does
and it's
he
on my
really?
Instagram, so it's all peaceful, and he's like, this one's about oneness, and we're going to dedicate, and then he's like,
Wow.
it's just
Was he a
great.
complete stranger?
Yeah.
But
On the way up,
don't snakes come up when you do a flute?
Yeah, I saw snakes.
Isn't that
Yeah, I
true?
told him I play a different flute, and he got a kick out of that. But there was snakes, lizards. Yeah, I saw.
Have you ever been to Sedona?
No, but I just heard the Grand Canyon. Somebody just fell.
Yeah, I understand how that
She worked for
happens.
Yelp,
though.
right?
Yeah, she moved out of the way to help someone, and she toppled down.
I could totally see how that would happen.
Yes.
It is scary to hike the Grand Canyon because people are coming back up or around
Right.
corners.
And the mules.
And there's no room. So, I always made sure I put myself up against whatever I could find.
I don't think it's worth it to like go down there. But when we were kids, we went to the Grand Canyon. Like I'm one of 10 kids, so one of my sisters told one of my other sisters, go towards the canyon so we can get a backdrop shot. My sister runs to the edge of the canyon. My dad's like, what the fuck? And then it's echoing in the canyon. You know, it was pretty cool. And she didn't. She stopped. She stopped in time.
I would think if you have 10 kids in your family, there's a reason you're going to the Grand Canyon.
Right.
You're hoping
you lose one.
You're hoping to lose
9,
one or 2.
There was definitely people who were not paying attention to their kids, and I was like nervous. Like I yelled at one lady like yo, because literally it's you don't think it's a drop, but right there, like depending on what, like I stopped at Moran Point. I stopped at a bunch of different points where there is no railing. There's no.
Yeah, a lot of places there's nothing.
Nothing.
I told the
kids don't know where to stop.
When I went to the Grand Canyon, they have the sunset area where everyone just goes and checks out the sun setting over the canyon, and these kids were just dangling their legs over the sides, and it was a crowded area where people were trying to get as close as possible. So I was having I don't get anxiety attacks, but I was having an anxiety attack going. I could see this one kid fall, and then he's turning like this to talk to his friends, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah,
they set up.
Happened in the end.
They set up the watchtower as a Pokemon thing, so like people were like looking on their phones.
Oh, really?
Trying to catch Pokemon at the Grand Canyon.
The Grand Canyon. You didn't do any hiking?
I hiked Sedona.
You hiked all right.
Yeah, Boynton.
What is Sedona? Because Art Bell used to talk about that.
You gotta go.
Did you hear Art Bell?
Yeah.
Late at night?
Yeah.
Such a good coast to coast overnight.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
I definitely was looking for UFOs and stuff too, like every night, but didn't see any, like not even like a shooting star or anything.
Wait, you really hoping for UFOs?
Yeah. Why not?
I don't know if I would be looking for them. I think if UFO
they come to
appears, you're going to know. I don't think you really need to look for it.
Take me to your leader.
One time I thought I had saw a UFO, and then the next day I did a radio show, and that guy, Whitley Strieber, was the guest, who was the book Communion was written about.
Oh, okay.
In the movie.
Okay.
So since then, I listened to him saying, all his thing. Since then, I've been optimistic about it.
Was he legit or full of shit?
I don't know. But I went with my daughter, and stargazing is a big thing out there in Sedona because you are. You're pretty high up. You're 4,500 feet.
Oh, okay. It's an amazing. I want to go back so bad. It's very how do you describe? Very spiritual. A lot of yoga and massages and
I did
crystals.
Things I come to.
They're all into their nature. I don't know if anyone has a real job out there. They're all running like hippie shops and stuff.
Right, like everybody that lives in town works in the tour. A lot
all
of
the food is healthy. You can rent a pink Jeep. You could hike.
Fresh juicing. I did it all.
Did you juice a lot while you were there?
I juiced it all.
What kind of juice?
Beets.
I like a good beet juice.
Do you?
Yeah, liquid dirt. But it's good, though. It cleans out your blood, and it looks like you're having a miscarriage every time you take a dump.
Yeah.
I go beets myself.
They're awesome.
I will not eat them, but in a juice, I have no problem with them.
You don't like them in a salad? I love a good beet salad.
No. I love it. I'll do a
taste
whole
different
beet salad.
Me too. I love it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Different color. Oh,
Yes.
a yellow beet, a red beet. What a treat.
Why not?
What about borscht? You like borscht?
No, I don't go for borscht, Lenny. Stop destroying the conversation.
With a nice scoop of sour cream. I got it in Russia.
Chew it up so hard.
Yeah, he chews up everything.
Wait, can I say something about what's the town in New Mexico where they always think the aliens come?
Juarez.
Yeah, but it makes it makes sense though if they're going to come because that's probably what other planets look like, rock and dry. There's no people. So if they're going to come here, that's where we're going to go. Arizona and New Mexico.
But look at us. When we go to Mars, we don't want to just land in the middle of rocks.
Yeah.
We're hoping to find something.
So
when they want to be finding something,
land.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe they think that's where the cool people are. Cause
that's where the navigation system lands them.
I don't know, Lenny. Lenny, why? Jim's right. You ruin everything.
Oh, Lenny.
You're right, Kevin. You know what the aliens are thinking.
Did you drive from Sedona to the Grand Canyon? Because that drive alone is pretty cool.
It was awesome. Yeah, went up to the East Rim, which was less busy and less crowded.
Touristy, yeah. So you didn't do the what's the walk called?
The Skywalk.
The Skywalk.
I would love to do that, man. I'm afraid of heights, and I'd still do that.
Creepy as fuck.
3,000 feet in the air, right?
Yeah.
Is it scary?
It looks scary as hell. Yeah, I showed a video to my daughter, and she's like, I don't know. Yeah, there it is.
Oh boy, I don't know about that.
And you got people in some YouTube videos, you got people jumping down real hard on.
Oh, okay, that's not good.
Well, I gotta break it. Can I see that again? Can I see a picture?
It's just your mind fucks with you. Obviously, you're going to be completely safe, but it's just you can't wrap your head around it.
And you got to wear like little booty things on your shoes.
They want to keep it
Plus,
as
it's monsoon season, so you get these like quick gusts of wind and rainstorms and stuff, and so that's why I didn't do the helicopter tour because it comes in quick. Like we had to abandon a hike. We were getting driven out to this hiking area, Red Rocks, and we had to abandon that because we got caught in a little storm.
Right.
And then we went again. We went to Broken Arrow. And we did the whole off-roading thing in the pink Jeeps.
Sure.
And then we got out and took pictures, hiked around a little bit. But you can see, like, when the weather's coming in, you don't want to be out there.
Right.
Because it is like, it comes fast.
You know what's cool about that, too? You could see that they do the opaque glass around the edges. So if you get freaked out in the middle, you could step to the edge.
Yeah, someone figured that out.
Yeah.
It's like the sky boxes in Chicago. You watch the people carefully go into those boxes at the Willis
building, yeah.
Willis building.
Willis Tower, yeah.
Willis Tower, thank you. And,
I've been on the one in
people
Vegas.
get pretty creeped out by that, too.
And you look straight down to the bottom?
Wow,
It's just clear glass.
What is that?
I did that in Canada, Toronto.
Oh, look at that.
Tour
It's a glass
smashes
bridge in
China's
China.
glass bridge with sledgehammers and safety test.
They also brought a car out on it, too.
Really? Yeah, they're just showing you how safe it actually is.
Right.
But your
Why would
mind
you do
doesn't
that?
understand that.
If you see a tourist going out there with a sledgehammer, probably go, hey, come on. This glass here.
Right.
There's another thing you got to do. I didn't get to do it this time. It's called Slide Rock, where it's like a state park where it's like nature's water slide. You can go down these rocks, and we drove by it, and there's a line of cars going all the way back. But there's so much you can do. I know you said, what was it, like 2 days that you went? I went for 4 or 5 days.
To Sedona itself?
Yeah. And I went to Grand Canyon for 1 day, and it was
I tell
awesome.
everyone, the Grand Canyon, 2 days tops.
Yeah, you don't need a lot.
But we did the hiking, and my brother got obsessed. I surprised my brother with a trip to the Grand Canyon, and that fucking river, it calls you.
Yeah.
So you start hiking. You start from the rim, and then you hike down a little bit. And most people go, all right, I've seen enough, and they start going back up.
Well, it gets hotter as you go down,
yeah,
too.
but you just want to keep going down, down, down. And my brother saw that river, and he's like, we're going for this shit. And there's signs everywhere pretty much telling you, not a good thing to do. Don't do that.
No.
A lot of people...
Snakes?
Everything.
Because you think you're going to be all right, and then you get halfway down, and you realize that it gets hotter and hotter and hotter. And like, especially now in July, it can be a 115, 120 down there, and then you got to go back up.
Well,
and the air.
Here's what happened to us. I started suffering from heat stroke. We get to the bottom. My brother saw I was in trouble. I vaguely remember being like very out of it. I knew we were at the bottom, but I'm like, wow, something's not right. My brother knew. He got me a huge iced tea, ice that he put in a hat, threw it on my head, and then said, throw your feet in the river, which is really cold. And then I felt my whole existence just go back. But I was, it was a long day. We were exhausted. So we go down. There's a camp down there that you got to get a space months in advance. And we explained our case. I'm like, look, we're fucking tired and we made a mistake. We came all the way down the river. You have any spots? And they like, sorry, I don't know what to tell you. And then they go, you better start hiking now because it's going to get dark. And we came out of the canyon at around midnight.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. Wait, how long did it take you to get back up?
4 or 5 hours each way.
You got to figure a mile on an incline.
They
is
highly
at least
recommend
an
you
hour
don't do that
if you're not like a real deal hiker, like a real.
So they told you not to do it, but you did it.
My brother, who's younger, we were both in really good shape at the time, to be honest. But
Still are.
You're lucky.
Thank you. And even with that, it was tough to do it all in one day, especially coming back up. You're like, because it's just zig and zagging the whole way.
What's the campground look like? Does it look comfortable? Is it just a bunch of shit tents?
It looked like it was a fucking party.
There's some glamping going on in there. There's some glamping.
What's that?
It's like you
Glamour
go
ski.
and you have an RV with a TV and
You
a
can
grill.
drive down there?
Yeah, there was areas where there was people like
I forgot the name of the
they
place.
had awnings, they had everything.
Oh, I'd love to go down there.
It's
In
the
the Grand
main-
Canyon?
Outside of the Grand Canyon by the East Rim. Yeah, there's a lot of.
It wasn't anything special, but you could tell that the people down there were very festive and into doing a little party and
That's
just
cool.
hanging out.
Yeah, for sure.
But you can't walk when you're trying to come up. You can't. You have to walk slow anyway, so you can't
our
rush,
legs
right? Because
were
you could just
fucked.
die.
Our
No, but I'm
legs-
saying you can't be like, oh, it's getting dark. We got to hurry up. You can't hurry up because you might fall.
We're on the trail, but it's really light out there with the stars and everything and the moon. So you sort of saw stuff, but you don't know if there's a rattlesnake on the trail, and there's coyotes. It was creepy as shit.
We saw like 20 javelina in the middle of the night.
What is that?
It's like a pig. It looks like a pig. It's not. It's related to like.
Can you?
I think it might be related to a pig or a hippo or something. Yeah.
Cool.
And a peccary. Yeah. And they're like almost blind.
The poor things.
They looked at us. They didn't really like run or anything, and we just went the other way. My daughter heard it and walked over to this ledge where they were all down there. But yeah, we saw.
Are they friendly? Can you pet them?
I don't think they're friendly. No.
Would you want to pet that?
How big are they?
They could get pretty big. I was listening, I think it was Rogan's podcast. He had some guy on there who hunts them, but I don't think you can eat them. They
look like giant rats almost.
I think they're gamey.
Rat-like.
I don't know. Maybe
what do you call them?
Javelina.
Gamey.
I think it's a Mexican dog, right? Javelina.
Yeah, see, there you go. It's you don't want to meet that thing in the dark. But there was like they go in packs. They're nocturnal, I think, and we walked over. Luckily, we were up on this little like ledge and they were down in there.
Right. Yeah. Did you see the people that take the mules down?
Oh, that's crazy,
dude. They got them. You get on a mule. And the trails are tiny, but these things, they're not going to fall over the edge. But I see the people that get so freaked out.
Do they have good footing?
They take the mules all the way down to the bottom.
Yeah, but what if the mule falls? You get your money back?
They don't fall, but I mean, it doesn't look like fun.
They must fall once, and mule never fell.
You would think that would shut down the whole mule operation if they lost one.
No, they lose people every year. They lose. I mean, it's a really dangerous.
The narrowness of the trails is what creeped me out, and then the wind picks up, and people are just so trusting. They move all the way to the edge to let people pass by, and that's why that lady fell.
There were dads like fucking with their kids at every stop, and they're like, they would go out, and the kids would be like, "Dad, no," and I swear I thought someone was going to fall off.
I loved it. I mean, I recommend it. You go to the Grand Canyon at least once.
I want to do it. It seems like it'd be fun. The helicopter scares me, but I want to do it.
I did the helicopter too.
I can't do
a
the
little
helicopter
scary,
yet.
but it was. I'm glad it did.
I'll man up and do it one of these days.
When you were looking down at the river from a helicopter, it looked like a little model.
It doesn't even look real. It looks like something at Disney, like a sound.
It did not look real.
People get lost in there sometimes, don't they? There are people that have gotten lost down in the bottom. But it seems like, how could you get lost? It's like you see the top.
Well, there's some.
You're gonna fucking. It's not that wide.
I don't know if you're going for a joke,
like
but
trails that look like trails that really aren't, that go to nothing. Like even on that little.
I've been on that trail for 26 years.
At Moran Point, when I went out, there are little trails that go down to other little ledges where people were ballsy enough to go down, but they're not meant for that. And then you see people taking pictures down there and stuff, and you just, you're waiting to hear about it on Twitter. Somebody else died, like that poor lady from Yelp.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
She fell, right?
She was just getting out of the way of some idiot who wanted to take a photo.
Wait a minute, she was yelping and she died while she was yelping?
No.
This is the best trail done.
That was her last report. She hit sand on her way down.
Can you Yelp the Grand Canyon? Like, can you leave a review?
I think so. You can Yelp anything.
Yeah.
Did you see the condors at the Grand Canyon?
What's that?
I think it's the condors, right? Am I getting this right?
Nature is fucking amazing.
These birds are ridiculous.
I wanted to see that. I saw deer.
Birds are dumb.
Birds are dumb.
Birds are dumb.
The condors, these things are flying around. They're,
they're
huge.
I saw hawks.
Hawks.
Wow, it's a big neck. It looks like it has one of those thyroid conditions on the neck. You ever see a person who's like skinny and they have a big bloated thyroid neck and you're like, oh, goiter? Fucking stop it. No, it's not a goiter. It's just like the whole, looks like an inner tube around the entire neck.
Is it too much salt? What causes that?
I don't know.
You can't really ask them when you see them on the subway. Like, what causes that hideous thing on your neck?
Why do you look like you swallowed a Shakespeare shirt? You look fucking stupid.
You certainly want to ask people on the subway so you can avoid it. You're right. But you can't.
Yeah, you do want to engage people. Like, how did you get so ugly?
The California condors were really impressive.
Here's the thing about kids and condors. Like kids, because my kids are going to movies now and they think animals are friendly and they're absolutely not friendly. They think dogs are friendly. I tell them dogs are not friendly. Dogs will kill you. I mean, I'm overstating it, but just to let them know that, bears are not nice.
Well, when are they going to come in contact with a bear, though?
I take them a lot of places.
There's a lot of stuff running around Central Park, right, Kevin?
There's bear in Connecticut now. We just had a sighting by my daughter's school.
Black bear?
Yeah. And once they get fed, they're going to keep coming back. And
Do they attack people?
Not so much.
No, but they got to destroy them, and it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, they should torture them first. Break their legs.
Send a message to the other bears.
Absolutely, just leave them there hungry.
Put it on YouTube.
Why do they have to destroy the bear?
It is on YouTube, actually. Some
can't they
idiot
move it to
Walker took a little video of it, and they weren't being aggressive at all. But once the Park Service saw the video, if they have any sort of human contact, they got to go and destroy it. And there was a whole outrage over it, and people tried to say don't do it, but Parks went and killed 2 bears. I think it was Granby, Connecticut, up by me.
They're afraid that once they're there, they'll start getting all fucking mauling people.
But can't they drug them and take them somewhere else to Maine or something?
That's what I thought.
Have the contact with the human.
And they don't like the taste of humans, do they?
I know I don't.
But yeah, if you come near a cub, you're fucked.
Look
They're
at them
going to
back
shred
there, how
you.
cute they are. I'd like to go back there and just pet the little babies. The bear would let you pet the babies if you were being nice.
You saw Revenant, right, Jim?
Yeah, I did.
That'd be so funny, Jimmy. I'm just going to pet your babies.
Can I pet the babies? They pick it up and
Oh, the silly bear thinks that's a honeycomb. Look at him.
What is it?
I don't know, some kind of white fly trap or something.
Those little babies.
I don't know. I could have the story wrong, but I remember there was a whole Facebook thing. They're trying to do a petition, don't destroy the bears or something. And because the lady shouldn't have filmed them or whatever, because then the Park Service wanted to off them.
But that's a whole family.
I don't know if it's that one, but yeah, that's.
Yeah, the little ones you don't kill. You should just probably take them to the bottom room, fucking smack them around a little bit.
Yeah. Black
Walking bear. This has got to be a guy in a costume, right?
We're looking up the video now.
Let's skip the old ad.
How about we do a little
Paul's enjoying the ad.
The Cialis ad.
Walks like a human is back, strolling on his hind legs.
He walks like an old Jewish guy.
Pedal's nickname comes from the word bipedal, meaning he walks upright on 2 legs.
That's not Connecticut, though. Is that official? Bears in Jersey.
That is
It's so funny.
He's like, where's my car? Where did I park?
He's just trying to fit in.
Walking through the driveway.
Yeah.
Dog started barking.
Nothing to
We
see
looked
here.
up to see what it was and thought it was a person wearing a hoodie. He looks just like a human.
Wearing a hoodie?
Yes, Zimmerman shot him.
Down and
He has problems with the front paws, I hear.
What is this video
Travis.
with
So
Geraldo that they keep showing? What is that?
Oh, the Geraldo videos?
What is that?
He got
Did you already talk about it?
Not yet. He got water poured on him.
He got mad, too.
Yeah.
Geraldo doesn't fuck around.
Well, we're done with the bear that's walking upright?
I'm sorry. I saw that again, and they've been showing that 5 times. And Geraldo could box, right? He could throw hands.
Yeah, Geraldo and his wife's amazing. You see his wife, how hot she is? Oh, my, he's married to a 10.
Come on.
Yeah.
How old is he?
70
something.
Get out.
Yeah, is he
70 and
Yeah,
ripped.
he doesn't play games.
He's a case for TRT, I think, right?
Does he take it?
I don't know, but I want it if he's on it.
Yeah, he showed his...
That's his wife?
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, Jesus.
He's Geraldo, though.
He showed
I heard he owns an island.
Is he another guy that owns an island?
He got in on the island business early on,
sick
in
of
the
these
80s.
fuckers that own islands.
I know.
Fuck.
You want an island?
I'm still renting.
Does he really own an island? Is that true?
I know he...
But he likes to embellish things,
Cabo
too.
Geraldo.
He's a bit of a bullshitter, too.
Does he? Yeah.
Cabo Geraldo.
He
oh my
owns
God.
that.
See?
It's not that great of an island.
Yeah, there's
The
nothing there.
beaches are a
There's no
little
casino. What are you going to do there?
Yeah, it's a
Gonna
little
camp?
shitty.
Doesn't look like there's even a house.
You're going to scamp? What do you call it when you fancy camp?
Glamping.
I call it scamping.
Scamping?
That's what I do.
Camp and eat shrimp scamping?
When my wife kicks me out of the house, I scamp.
Why did they throw water on him?
Geraldo, let's go to the clip. We got it. We'll play it for everybody.
I'm hot.
It was at the convention last night or yesterday. Here's how it went down.
How quick is he with Fox?
You shouldn't use your language. I'm Jewish. I'm going to support Israel. Well, that's fine. That's okay. But don't you support a free press? I support a free press, not a Wall Street press. Oh, so you determine who's the real
I love that this is on World Star.
Oh, no.
somebody up.
Somebody's got a towel immediately.
He's got hands. He'll throw down.
Oh, he's hot-headed. Geraldo went looking for the guy.
Yeah.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
Just some jerk off.
Yeah, you get worse than that at the Yankee game. I'd say. I mean, he didn't even get hit that hard.
Because the Philadelphia police are asking us to move.
Free Palestine! Free!
Oh, because now they're making fun of him. Like, why are you leaving the area? And he's basically saying the police have told me to leave.
Okay. He's all right, that Geraldo.
He turned right around though. He was looking who did that.
Yeah. Have you ever had him on?
It's like
Jimmy had him on. I was out that day. It was good, man.
Yeah, we've had him on a couple times. K-Rock.
Oh, right, a long time ago we had him on it too.
Yeah, I like Geraldo. He's a very compelling guy.
Yeah, he seems like a cool dude.
Absolutely, it was a good interview with Jimmy and Geraldo.
I remember being a kid waiting for that stupid
Safe
vault
to open.
Oh my God!
Waited.
How long?
That was the end.
You're old enough for that?
Yeah.
That was a bust.
That was a
You were a
bad
kid
bust.
then? I was like 40. What the fuck? Somebody kill me. Somebody kill me. Have somebody call and go, Kevin, when are you going to come to Toledo?
Yeah, it was a big
to cheer me up.
It was a big
Kevin.
deal. We got to stay up and watch this.
What was that from?
It was like Al Capone's vault.
Oh, Al Capone. Yeah,
We all fell for it.
God,
we
why
did.
wouldn't
We
they
all fell for it.
Why wouldn't they open that shit before the show aired
And to take a quick look?
and then do some make believe?
But it was like 3 hours, and like, okay, and then the water comes
how
out.
could you trust the guy?
Geraldo could act.
Yeah, but how would you trust a guy with a mustache like that, for real? Like, he's just like an old-fashioned shuckster or shyster. What do you call him, Lenny?
I think you're trying to say.
And then
I don't know which one you're trying to say.
It was empty. Like, not only was there not worth
nothing.
Not even a table.
Not even a picture of like, haha.
Al Capone played cards on this. Nothing.
You open it up. As soon as you find out there's nothing in there, then you find some shit because no one's going to question you on it. Then you close the thing up and make believe you're opening it live on TV for the first time.
Al Capone.
I wonder what it must have been like in New York at that time to be him and walk around. Like, people must have just been.
It kind of ended his career. He was like a legitimate journal, and then all of a sudden he wasn't like the 2020 guy anymore. People were like, okay, this guy's.
It felt tabloidish. Even though if he would have found stuff, it would have been great. But it was an empty vault.
Right,
and he built it up.
Didn't he do something good too? Like where he exposed like some like shady
mental institution.
Yeah.
Graymore was it or somewhere? I can't remember.
He did a lot of great work in 2020, and then all of a sudden he opened that vault, and it was
game
What was the name of that?
2020?
Travis.
2020. He was.
Could you check that? Or somebody check the name of the nut house that he exposed?
It was not. Shit. I'm looking.
I love it. Google Geraldo Nut House, and the first thing is right wing Nut House. O'Reilly comes.
Oh no,
Creedmoor, right? I think that's right. Yeah, okay. Creedmoor Hospital. Do you have the moment where when the vault vault opened? I haven't seen that in a while.
Oh no!
Here it is, right here.
Oh God, yeah.
And he's still hoping. He's still trying to sell it.
A 60-year-old bottle.
A 60-year-old bottle.
We'll be right back after these commercial messages. We'll see what we got here.
Yeah.
He found a 60-year-old bottle.
The mystery of Al Capone's vault.
God, look at the font.
After these messages.
Good music though.
Da-da-da. All right, here we go.
Okay, go.
What I want to know is how would it have not been opened?
Guy's almost running over Geraldo. What a shit operation.
Come here. Hey, Lee, get out of that thing. Come over here. Everybody, come here. All right. You know, when we began opening this vault nearly 2 hours ago,
just
we
defeated.
had no real idea what we'd find inside. As it turns out, we haven't found very much. At least not yet. In any case, I think that we entered to Richard.
And everybody watched this, right?
Yes.
Everybody.
Like the whole country.
I don't know if we've gone far enough. I mean, we found the other wall over there. There may be more to be discovered, maybe not. We found the secret tunnel. We found the hidden stairways. We found the other.
Somebody should have thrown some water on him here. You're like, you fucking piece of shit.
Memories, I think,
some hydrogen peroxide.
Forever lost if it wasn't for this program. It seems, at least up to now, that we've struck out with the vault. I'm disappointed about that.
Is this like the first presidential race where journalists are really getting just shit thrown on them, tortured?
30 million people watched that. 30 million people.
Wow.
But what did he say was going to be in there? Why did anybody care?
They thought secrets.
Gold. They had some tips that there's a lot of stuff in there. They felt confident.
Illegal hats.
Didn't a baby fall in a well and we all watched that?
Baby Jessica. Fuck me, you don't know her name?
No, but I mean, at least we knew the baby was there.
Yeah, that
she's
was
still there.
amazing.
Actually, she's like 31.
Oh, the baby in the well. Oh, is she hot now?
No, Jessica.
That's she hot now.
No, she's not. No, she's not. You realize that was a wasted operation.
Did you interview her?
No, but oh, she's not bad. She's cute.
Let's find out if it was a waste. What did she make of her life after being saved? Did she have is she having a good life?
She's rooming with those girls from Cleveland, the girls that were in the basement.
Oh, wow. Yeah, she met the president. She lives in a tall, narrow house now. A cylindrical little house.
Only way she could feel comfortable.
Exactly.
She only goes to the Grand
She
Canyon.
screams all the way through the Holland Tunnel.
I don't know what happened to her. So I guess she's doing all right.
Yeah.
She had 15 surgeries over the years.
Wow.
Really?
No first-hand memory of the event. She graduated from blah, 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 and then went blah, blah, blah.
Why no...
Church of Christ, blah, blah, blah.
Why surgery? What was wrong? What did she break falling down? Did she break her back or something? How'd she fall in the well? Clumsy.
Surgeons had to amputate a toe due to gangrene.
From being down there.
Circulation while in the well.
That happened to Lemmy.
While she was down there. Lemmy?
Yeah, he had to amputate a toe from something.
When?
I think like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, it was recent. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not surprising on Lemmy, though.
I thought you said Lenny first. I'm like, I did? I had a toe amputated?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Jamey Jasta in studio. Where you at with Hatebreed?
Oh yeah, we just announced that we got to add a second leg of the tour. It's
Nice.
We start at the Ozfest, the last California Black Sabbath show, September 24th, and it ends in Poughkeepsie at the Chance October 28th.
Big crowds coming out.
Yeah, well, the first leg did so well that we were able to add a second leg in all the cities that we haven't been to. Because that's I'm sure it's the same with the comedy gigs, right?
Yeah,
like
if you need an opening act, Lenny's available. So.
Yeah.
Well, you know, like
if
some markets you can tell if the shows aren't sold out in advance or whatever, you know, it might be tapped. But this time around, we're doing like we did Jersey this. You know, we had like 2,700 people at Starland, so now we're adding Poughkeepsie, and we're going to add, we did New Haven. Hopefully we'll do a third leg and we'll add a show in the city. I'd love to do Terminal 5 or Irving Plaza, something like that.
That's awesome. But, are you traveling overseas still, too?
Yeah, I just got back from Europe. That's why I needed to go to the
Sedona and get your head back together?
Yeah, we did like 15 flights in 9 days or something, so I was
What
shot.
countries did you guys hit?
We did Germany, Switzerland, France, Luxembourg. Where else? We went to Spain. Well, we didn't. We went to Galicia, right? Because they don't want to be part of Spain. You got to make sure you don't say "What's up, Spain?" Vince Neil did that and got bottled.
What? What's the problem there?
They're. I don't want to say separatists, but they're just. They don't consider themselves Spain. They're Galicia.
So if an army comes in and invades Galicia, they're going to ask Spain for help? They're fucking Spain.
I don't know, but like it's beef, like with the teams and stuff. Like I think, like you can't like Real Madrid or Barcelona or whatever. That's you got to be. When we go there, I always make sure I ask because I've been there before, like in Basque Country, where they say don't say. Hello Spain. Make sure you say hello Basque Country.
But I think at the least, if you look like each other, you should get along, right? At the very least.
Well, we've seen how that works in certain neighborhoods. Back to you.
But at the very least, I mean, if you look at these people, you would think Spain. They're Spanish, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but the Spanish are weird. They have a lot of
understand.
from my wife, like the Cubans think they're better than the Puerto Ricans and all this shit because of their sandwiches and like there's a lot of dumb shit going around. You know how people are. Yeah, but I would say the good thing about music is you don't like as a comic it's hard to travel like that because people don't know what the fuck you're saying. Music it's international,
right? It's more
language of love. I mean, I'm not disagreeing.
Now, every time we go to Europe, everybody here is like, "Really? Did you see what happened in Turkey? Did you see what happened in Brussels?"
Well, that's what I was going to ask you.
We've been doing that. But this whole time, we went right after. We went and played France. We played Paris.
But is it in the back of your head a little more than
I didn't think about it
in
once.
the past?
And honestly, the security was so tight, and they did such a good job at all these festivals. Some of these festivals are incredible, like Hellfest in Clis in France. We did where the security was amazing. The fans come from all over the world. I honestly didn't think about anything like that once while we were on stage. And this Resurrection Fest in Spain, they had a heightened security there, and it wasn't in Spain, Galicia, but it's part of that area. You got to be careful when you say that. But it was incredible. I mean, there was probably 20,000 people there. some of these festivals now are getting really big.
Who headlined the festival?
Offspring. And
Offspring.
You would be so surprised how many hits Offspring has.
I'm not surprised. I played a lot of them over the years.
Did you? Well, they were playing songs. I like, they did this one
but
too.
I'm surprised,
the white guy one. I mean,
I'm surprised that they're still happening.
I don't know any of their stuff.
Oh, you know. If you
I do.
You would know it if you heard
it. Give them, Pretty Fly for the white guy.
Todd from H2O, a great New York hardcore band. He's in the band now.
Right.
And we've been buddies for years. But
Offspring, I don't want to get off that for a second. Are they still producing new music?
I don't know, but his hot sauce, he gives out his hot sauce backstage.
Hot sauce?
Yeah, Dexter. His name's Dexter, I think.
You know
this guy? No. What's happening with the festivals, it's kind of similar to like what's going on here, is that the radio world is mixing with the heavier world, and there's some unity there now, and there's some crossover, and so we can go get exposed to so many new fans by opening for like The Offspring or Bad Religion, or we just did one with Gojira in Finland. We did some with Megadeth, Slayer. Now that these older headlining bands are slowly either retiring or, like with Motorhead, obviously Lemmy passed away, bands like us, we're getting bumped up a slot or two.
Oh, right, right.
And so now we'll get like third from the top, second from the top. Like we went before Kiss, we went before Metallica. Like we did a stadium show with Metallica.
How was that?
It was ridiculous. I mean, they're the best. But yeah, Offspring, I mean, everybody stays. The whole place is singing it. And I could see that, translating into the States with all these Wimmerfests. Like we did that Chicago open air. That was incredible.
Yeah.
And they had like Rammstein headlined one night. They had Slipknot another night.
Oh, okay.
And then
how was Kiss to before? I've heard they can be rough.
Great.
Oh, they were great.
They let us in the meet and greet. Yeah, they were incredible. They let us do whatever we want because no one's going to upstage Kiss. They go do your pyro, do CO2 jets, do whatever.
Oh, they
you
don't
want.
Care.
No, they were cool.
How were they live?
I thought they were great. Yeah, I saw him on a good night. Some people have said Paul is on and off now with his voice.
Oh no,
depending on I think they're doing 2 on, 2 off, or 3 on, 1 off
to rest the voice.
But I mean, he's in great shape. He's got to be close to 70, and his voice sounded great when we played with him.
You think that old?
Mid-60s, yeah, at least. He always sounded good
He's
live.
Had 2 hip replacements too, I heard.
Really? He's probably from dancing around in those fucking 7-inch platform shoes, right?
Probably, yeah.
Too much hip
weight. Yeah, that's how Prince got fucked up, right?
Yeah.
Prince got fucked up from dancing too much.
In platform shoes. Stop wearing giant shoes.
Stop being a lady.
Well,
why does that make you angry?
It makes what?
Kevin.
Yeah, hip replace. There it is. Yeah. I mean, so there you go. He's got more energy than a lot of young rockers. So I got to hand it to him.
That's a good visual joke. Yeah. Very funny. The hot sauce. So
Dexter's hot sauce. He gives it out backstage.
And he does okay with his hot sauce.
Yeah, it's like Gringo Bandito, I think it's called.
But he's trying to make money off of it.
Well, this dude flies. There it is. This dude flies, from what I've heard, to every show in a Learjet. So
he's doing okay.
Okay, Lenny, we got to go into the hot sauce business.
Hot sauce. We can't even get keychains going. This guy's got hot sauce. We can't get any. Our merch is a disaster.
Why?
We're working on it. We got to go.
No,
to
he's
corporate.
kidding, and then you're taking. We can't get keychains. Why'd you get keychains that are in Manhattan?
I got a keychain guy.
Car.
You got a keychain guy?
Yeah.
This lane though is like open right now. That pop punk or whatever you want to call it, music, like that's going to come back. I think.
Is that you guys or no?
No, we're more like thrash metal.
Yeah,
hardcore thrash, whatever you want to call it.
There's so many.
The subgenres is.
It's amazing.
What's the ladies? Thrash metal. What's the ladies versus the guys breakdown and fan base?
It's a lot of ladies now. I got to say, a lot of these festivals, I would say it's 50-50 or 60-40 guys to girls.
Is that also thrash metal? Or is it
like you know what's happening?
Metal? What are they called?
I think the ladies like the hot sauce.
They do. But think about this. If you're like in America, what's huge is it's hip hop. But hip hop is, if you look at the lyrics, I think people are coming around to the idea that, a lot of hip hop is bullshit. It's just misogynistic crap, and that whole like lifestyle of bitches and money, it's pretty empty. So you're seeing a lot of people come back to rock and metal because there's some substance there.
Interesting.
I forgot how much I liked Offspring until today.
Right.
I don't necessarily like them, but I do know that song.
Oh, God, I haven't listened to Offspring in probably 10 years easy.
Hit after hit.
I think I'm going to be listening to them all weekend now.
And they're not one of these bands that they're like, oh, let's pepper in some new songs. Because people will bounce. They just hit you with all the jams.
And they had more hits than you realized.
Oh, my God.
What's another one? I know both of those, but I didn't love either one of them.
And I don't know anything, and I knew
they
those
come up
two.
on my Pandora all the time. Through
come out and play. Thank you,
Pandora fucking Pandora blows. Stop. Let me pick a song I want.
No, but sometimes you get a nice surprise. If you're listening to Nirvana, then you get a nice Offspring. You're like, I didn't even know Offspring. And then you're like, oh, I like Offspring.
Which one?
Come out and play. Give Jimmy. That was probably their biggest hit. When you say?
Yeah. Or Pretty Fly for a White Guy.
And this was another hit by them. Why don't you get a job?
What year is this?
They're estimated to be worth $65 million. Oh, Dexter's estimated to be worth $65 million.
He also owns Nitro Records.
He had that Nitro Records too, and he signed like AFI. He had a couple like big records on
driving Kevin crazy.
What year is that song? The video. It's such an '80s video. The guy working on
it's
fast.
90s, mid 90s to upper 90s. Yeah,
pretty girls, man.
I can't even imagine having 65 million.
What would you do? You'd still be miserable. You couldn't even find a third thing for your list.
It's unbelievable. I had that much money, and then
yeah, you know this one, Jimmy, right?
I didn't know the last one.
You gotta keep them separated.
Oh my God! Yes,
I know the entire place going ballistic.
Yeah, I know this one.
5,000 people crowd surfing, the audience singing every word. So I mean, you got to respect that. I mean, even if you don't like the music,
even I know this.
Can resonate with an audience this far. I mean, how many years ago? This was 25 years ago, right?
No,
is
don't
it?
say that.
Yeah,
in
right.
the 90s. It was 2090s,
94.
23 years ago.
Yeah, I know this one. This is a good song.
Because I'm out of that, like, cool guy, like, metal elitist phase where you don't give bands like this the props. You got to, because, like I said, there's less and less headliners, and we gain their fans. So it's a positive thing.
And you notice, like, when you tour Europe, we've talked to a lot of you guys that have done this, they do bring a whole bunch of different music genres together. We're obsessed in this country. It's like, no, it's a metal show, it's a classic rock show, whatever the fuck.
Right.
But over there, they really mix and match, and people completely are into it.
Right, and then they have less control over the artists. In the States, they want to just control all the artists. They want to have you boxed into a corner so you can't do certain things. And I don't know if that's because of the way terrestrial radio is, or because of, there's no more MTV. I don't know.
Are you finding that your fans are starting to buy the music again?
We actually, thanks to you guys and a bunch of other opportunities that I got to promote this recent record, we were number 13 on the Billboard and number 2 on the rock chart. So, I mean, anything that we can get, like, for metal and rock is just gravy right now, because the fans do want to buy the CD or the vinyl. Like, we sold a lot of the vinyl. But now you gotta wait, because like someone like Jack White is pressing vinyl all the time, or now like Rihanna wants to do vinyl, so you gotta wait like 6 months.
What fucked up with that, all the vinyl places shut down because vinyl went away, and then it became hip again, and they can't open these factories fast enough to keep up with the demand.
I know, it's crazy. And then the record store day thing is kind of fucked up, because I think a lot of those releases get returned. Because the majors are pumping them out, and then it kind of hurts the little guy. So, but it is what it is.
Yes. How many guys in your band?
5.
And is that good? So if you have a disagreement, you vote?
Yeah, I mean, we're right now, like, I think in any band situation, you got to have communication, and you got to be like,
hear that, Lenny?
Yeah, Kevin yells at me. Yeah. That's our communication.
Both of you, all 4 of you need better communication, I think.
Yeah.
But no, like, I think.
But it does help to have odd number, right?
Well, no, because
Kevin just wants to know how to win. That's all. He's setting you up for this.
Right. Well, okay, like with travel and stuff, it's what's going to make for the best gig. You want everybody to take the flight that they want. They don't, you want the bus that everybody wants to agree on. You want the storage in the bus. You want the bunk that you want. You got to try to meet everybody's needs and communicate so that you're not having like these public situations. Like, I see these guys like Steven Tyler and Joe Perry and all these guys arguing in the public, and I'm like, I don't want to be 60 or 70, like, arguing over petty
With
shit.
Aerosmith money, fucking argue publicly. It's well worth it.
And then he's like Steven Tyler's on Twitter, and I love Aerosmith. I love both of those guys, but he's on Twitter, like, you know, saying, "Oh, I reached out to Joe and he didn't hit me back." And why are you putting this out there?
Yeah, but isn't that to get attention partly, so people will be aware of the tour?
I don't know. I mean, you know, then he says one thing like it might be the farewell tour, and then the other guys are like, "Well, hold on a second, it's going to be at least 2 years of a touring cycle," and it's just like, dude, discuss this privately.
Well, the lead singer, now, does your vote carry a little bit more? Because the lead singer is, you know, obviously the
voice of the band.
Yeah, unless you're a fucking Jagger and Richards, where you probably have equal say.
Well, I mean, I don't like say to do 7 shows a week. I don't want to do that anymore.
Sure.
So if those guys came to me, they did on the last run and said, "Hey, let's have a day off every week." Yeah, let's do it. Because I'm not like I'm crooning like Steven Tyler. I'm screaming my head off. And
do you know his music, Kevin?
Who?
His?
No, but I'm going to learn.
Give him a sample.
All right.
It's amazing it's amazing that it's the same guy that we're talking to. Amazing.
No, because sometimes I wonder, like, how do they sing for 2 hours?
That top one, yeah.
Well,
play it.
What do you want to hear? Looking down the barrel of today?
Yeah, that's the new one.
Yeah, all right. This is the same guy, Kevin.
She's in your video? How'd you do that?
2 minutes.
Like, you're a nice guy, but in the thing, you're like you're mean. So when you meet fans, are you spit in their face, or like, are you friendly to them?
No, the music is the way to get out all the aggression.
No, but so when you meet them after, you don't stay in character?
No.
Like,
no,
you're friendly? Are they disappointed that you're nice?
Sometimes they want you to like scream in their face and choke them and slap them. And yeah,
I've paid a lot of money for that.
Isn't that amazing? Same guy? I really like that song.
That's really good.
That's a cool sounding song.
Really,
it's too loud for my taste.
Do you have any slower numbers?
You write it, or you write it with
I wrote
guys?
that one. Yeah.
Do you guys ever slow it down?
Yeah, we've been doing less shows. I really
slow down the music.
A power ballad.
Not necessarily a power ballad,
like a Carpenter's cover.
We did an instrumental on the self-titled album, which now people love it. But when the album came out in 2009, I think it was
fucking pussy.
Yeah,
what's going on with that?
It was like, you know how like with metal bands, like, okay, like say like a band like Judas Priest, they put out Turbo, everybody's breaking the shit and they're like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it." And now you go see them and they play Turbo and everybody's singing "I'm Your Turbo Lover" and they love it.
Why do people like Turbo?
Because of the synth. Because of the whole like fake, like the keyboards and the fake drums.
What year was that? Was that like one of what year was I'm babbling?
Turbo was probably what, 80.
Can I hear Turbo Lover again?
But you know what? It's a good chorus.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
I'm your Turbo Lover. But better, yeah.
But yeah, not that we can be compared at all to having hits like Priest.
But as long as you don't behave like Rob Halford. All right, good.
No, but I heard when Led Zeppelin started doing "Stairway to Heaven," the fans were like really mad because they wanted like a whole lot of love. Like they want what they know, you know. So if you try something newer and like more girly-ish,
right? Yeah,
and Metallica got a lot of shit when they did ballads,
and when they cut their hair, and when they did Enter Sandman, even.
But it's a conditional relationship. You guys know with being on the radio show, it's strictly conditional. If you don't meet the needs of the fans, I want to be entertained. I need great radio every day. Then it's, you deal with the backlash. It's the same with music. Like, you got to meet those needs. It's a strictly one-way conditional relationship. If you don't meet those conditions, then you got trouble surviving out there. And so with that last record we did, it really met those needs.
That's a good point.
And it really resonated with people.
Oh yeah, this Judas Priest. Yeah, I can understand your point now. I forgot. I really haven't heard the song in a long time.
I do like this one though.
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah, it's a fucking toe tapper.
But even like Slayer, like when they did, I think it was Seasons, where it's like more mid-tempo and he's kind of singing and less screaming. You know, fans were a little upset, but now you see Slayer, they play those songs in the set and people sing the whole thing, they're going crazy. So
now they're used to them too.
Right, after a while you get forgiven if you make a little bit of a sidestep, but I don't think we've ever made a sidestep other than that instrumental.
You guys are tight as musicians too, my God.
Yeah, can I?
Holy crap.
Everybody in Hatebreed, they know every song. We can call it out. You know, we do like the Bruce Springsteen thing. Like, if a fan yells for a song, most of the time we can jam it. We don't have a set.
Really?
Yeah. So
how many songs you guys got now?
100 something.
Over 100.
Wow.
Yeah. And we just broke the 2 million mark sold over cumulative. Is that the word?
Cumulative. Yeah.
So that's big for like a band coming from the hardcore scene. Like there's bands like in death metal like Cannibal Corpse who sold 2 million, but that's over 20 years. That's pretty good.
Right.
Because we never had, like mainstream radio play or MTV.
Support.
We had MTV2 for a little bit when I hosted Headbangers, but nothing.
Yeah.
What happened to Ricky Rackman?
Ricky's still around. I had him on my podcast. Ricky's great. He's, he does a lot for charity. I think he's a big like biker. He goes across the states. You can follow him on Twitter. He'd be a great guest to have on the show. He was like my first guest on Headbangers, and kind of passed me the torch. Yeah, there he is. And
what year did you do that?
2003 to 2006.
Oh, okay. I knew that was 2 years. Okay.
Yeah,
Lenny, you had a question there. I thought. You stopped yourself.
No. I was interested in how do you write that stuff? Like you're a calm guy. You just get all this anger out, but it's.
You get all jacked up. You get jacked up. 5 hour energy.
Well, you know what? That song in particular, I got robbed in Orlando. I think it was Orlando. This guy. It was in the middle of the night. I had to go to, it was like 4 a.m. I had a 5:45 a.m. flight. I got off the bus. I was alone. This guy came up to me. He was covered in blood. And he's like, I got AIDS, motherfucker. Give me all your money or you're dead, all this stuff.
Where was this?
In Florida. And I said,
I think you're setting yourself up.
I said, relax.
No, I've said that to people.
I said, relax, please. And I gave him whatever money I had. And he's like, you're not worth it. You're not fucking worth it. Whatever. And
did he have a gun or anything?
No, but his foot was like literally almost hanging off. Like I don't know if he got hit by a car or whatever, but it was obviously on something and it was fucked up. And I just stayed calm.
If his foot's fucked up, sorry to interrupt. Just run away.
Exactly.
When you're approached at 4 a.m. and someone's literally covered in blood telling you give them all their money, and you're underneath a bus and you're trying to get your bag out and you got to shit.
No, people always tell you what they would have done when you're in that situation. Here, I would have kicked the guy right in the throat.
That's right.
And then ran.
I'd have traded AIDS with him.
Traded AIDS.
But wait, did he even ask for money, or you just gave money to?
No, yeah, he asked for money. Yeah.
So that's the old. I'm covered with AIDS. You better give me your money.
And so,
the old,
like situations like that, how do you work through it? You write a song or whatever. That's my way of doing it. I guess with comedy, you would write a bit, or you'd make it into something where you get some sort of closure. Right?
I'd love to write a song about that. Don't get AIDS on my luggage.
Yeah, that's how it would sound, right?
So I'll in anywhere we're on the road, I'm always writing down little things or whatever. And so I wrote down that thing and the first line that resonates with people, and then I told the producer and I told our guitar player Wayne, what I was thinking, and they said, that's good, let's work on that one. And I just kept writing it, and finally it clicked.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that's probably how it is with bits too. When you're writing a bit, like you need to work through it, and sometimes it's not there 100%, but when it clicks, it's going to work.
Yep.
Yeah, I do the music first in my bits, and then I come in with the
Kevin
lyrics.
Can sing. Kevin can do a little, right? You want to do
Behind Blue Eyes.
Yeah, Behind Blue Eyes, and he does a little Everlong.
No, whatever.
Do you really
We're
sing?
going to do on our live show. I'm going to sing to.
Give us a little taste of your Who.
I'm going to do.
Just don't pull an Ent whistle.
I'm gonna do
or Townsend.
What's that song? Radiohead.
Which one?
Townsend.
Don't you never go full Townsend.
No.
Nobody knows what it's like to be the bad man.
Yes, I do.
To be the sad man. Am I singing into commercial break? Behind Blue Eyes. No one. And we'll be right back with the weather. Nobody knows what it's like to be hated.
This is Kevin's theme song.
To be faded.
Limp Bizkit covers this.
They do?
Yeah, we just play with them. And they're another one. They're another one. They go to Europe. It's massive.
Yeah.
It's
huge.
So weird.
Everybody's
so weird.
down
Maybe
for the
we'll
milky.
be big in Europe, Lenny, if we go to Europe.
Yeah, we got to get angrier.
In America, everyone turned on Fred Durst.
Yeah.
Why did they?
Why did they? I don't know either.
No,
because they thought he sold out, right? Didn't they think he sold out?
Something like that.
And he was dating like Carmen Electra or whatever.
Something like
Wasn't
that.
his penis small too? And there's a picture of his
Something
penis.
like that, I believe.
Of course,
that
there's
came out
respect
as well.
for a man when his penis is small.
That's what you remember?
Yes.
His version of Faith, I still love though.
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit doing Faith.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was big.
Oh, well, let's play that into break.
This is good too so far.
He said nice things about us in some interview, and so a lot of kids checked us out. They still have a big following, and that's the thing. It's like music, we got to stick together. It's getting smaller in a lot of places, so this whole division between the subgenres, like, I'm over it. I'll play with Limp Bizkit, I'll play with Offspring. I just want to be able to play to people who are receptive.
Right.
I don't know if it is that way in comedy. Like if someone offers you, like if a big commercial comic offers you an opening slot, are you going to get your fans, your diehard fans? Are they going to say, "Oh, why are you opening for Kevin Hart or something"? Would they be bummed, or is it?
I think it would be a lose-lose all around.
Yeah, this is pretty good, man.
Yeah, it's nice.
I don't think I've heard this before.
Our guitar player Wayne has like really light blue eyes, and he's like, "I got blue eyes," and Wes Borland's like, "Yeah, you and half the fucking world."
Ew, he said I have blue eyes?
Why would Kevin's got blue eyes? That's
why.
Yeah, but I don't tell people. I just
You
sing
tell
about
people
it.
all the time.
And now he's going to be mad that I told that story on the thing. But
Yeah, that was humiliating.
That is that's not a good one.
Wes Borland was not in the mood to have a chit chat while the
Behind
intro was
brown
going.
eyes, it's about assholes.
Yeah, this is a good version.
Any sort of heaviness, this is how you get radio play, right? Like Disturbed has like Sound of Silence right now. It's
That song is ridiculous.
They're playing it on like pop radio.
It's very good.
Have you
I like
heard
that
Sound of Silence by Disturbed?
Yeah, but here's my point with these kind of songs. You take a hit song and make a hit song. It already was a hit. How hard is that? You know what I mean? Like when that guy on America's Got Talent did fucking Radiohead. It's like he did Creep. It's already a good song. How do you fuck it up? That's what I'm saying. I could sing like My Way and people be like, that's a good version. They're all good versions.
Well, you're also up against the original too, though, so you have something heavy to be compared against. So it can backfire.
But Paul Simon gave him the cosign on this. Paul Simon put on his face.
I'm saying do
Fuck
something.
does he know? Oh,
I'm saying do something with Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I'm saying take a challenge. Challenge.
Yeah. Yeah. How about
don't take Cashmere and be like, hey, look what we did with Cashmere. It's already a fucking great song.
That's a great point. I want to see you do a spoonful of sugar.
Makes the medicine go down.
Yeah, we already got it.
Yeah, done.
Before the break, we got it.
Well, why don't we do this? Let's get some plugs in, and then let's play Disturbed, The Sound of Silence in the break. This thing is ridiculous.
Yeah, I did see that.
We have played it
I'm
before
close
on the show.
to getting David on my podcast, too. I've been really hammering. Like, we did that Ozfest press conference together, and, after he had the whole incident with the fan texting, and...
What was that?
He berated a lady, but meanwhile, she was, just checking on her daughter, because her daughter was, home alone. So, she was just checking on her daughter, and he's like, put the phone down, or whatever, and then...
you fucking come!
She had the comic strip.
There you go. And so I think he was shying away. And he's a great guy. I want to have him on the podcast.
We've had him on.
He's
intense.
Oh, this was on. They caught this on tape, huh?
There's another cunt.
He's gonna be like, why'd you bring it up on the radio?
Why is it such a big deal? The thing's called Disturbed.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. I know how he feels, though. It is rude.
Yeah.
Quite rude.
Over balcony, what am I going to do with you?
Uh-oh.
Especially this one. Yeah, you, brunette. Yeah, hi, how are you? So what is so important going on in the world that you need to be texting the entire fucking show?
Welcome to our world. I love this guy.
A whole show. You're right up front. I can see you.
Oh, that's got to be horrible at comedy shows. Oh man, that's the worst.
I can't believe he even sees that.
See, ours,
see that?
Nobody does it at ours because at our show people are just punching each other in the face.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because you got mosh pits, right?
Right. So there's not a lot of cell phones up, really.
How do you even see it? The lights are aren't they so big in those theaters? How do you even see somebody in the balcony pulling out a cell
No,
phone?
you can't. I've seen it before.
Yeah.
They got the thing on maximum brightness.
Yeah.
But he's a great guy, and seriously, some people just have energy. This guy can make 20,000 people silent.
Yeah.
And he goes silent.
I can do that.
I do some new bits, they get real quiet.
Yeah.
But he's just got that energy. He can command the crowd. But then in this instance, I guess it kind of backfired on him, and we'll see how.
I went at it with him on Twitter. We went after, but I like Jamey a lot, and we made up at the end because I've never met him.
Oh, was this over like some Israel-Palestine stuff?
Yeah, but it was over Trevor Noah's jokes, and he didn't like that Trevor Noah did these Jewish jokes, or whatever. And I stuck up with Trevor. I just didn't, whatever. But the fans kind of got on him pretty roughly.
We had him in here once.
Twitter, yeah.
He shouldn't have, though. I mean, he's at least he spoke his mind.
Yeah, I thought you were here that day. We had him in once.
No, I've never met him.
He was really good, and like I said, intense.
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah. They opened for us back in the day, and this was like in Tallahassee, a really hostile audience, a lot of like skinheads and straight edge dudes, and he stood his ground and said, "You will respect me. I'm here trying to do what I believe is." My art or my creative process, and you will listen, and I'm not going to be intimidated by it. And the audience came around.
Really?
And I was like, this band's going to be huge, and then sure enough.
They're doing all right. All right, why don't we take a break? We got Jamey Jasta here from Hate Breed. The new album's called The Concrete Confessional. Anything else you need to promote?
HateBreedVIP.com. All the packages are almost sold out, so get on there.
He's a smart man. That's how you make your money. VIP packages. What's
we got nothing, Lenny. We got no hot sauce. We have no pay packages. Like, we got our fucking head up our fucking proverbial assholes.
That sounds like a good song he could write.
Head up the asshole. Head up the asshole.
All right, sorry.
Do you at least have a T-shirt you could sell?
Yeah,
Kevin?
I got T-shirts. I got. We couldn't even get Misery Loves Company T-shirts, so I had to go rogue and do my own Kevin Brennan 666 T-shirts. That's my Twitter.
Yeah.
So whatever. I'm not. Whatever. I can't even go into it.
All right, but the podcast is doing
You need
well.
one of you punching Ray Romano on a shirt.
That's not a bad idea. I don't like the guy anyway. I remember you guys who don't like him.
I remember hearing you on this show.
Yeah, he's a fucking asshole.
He is not.
He's a fucking. Yeah, he's not a good guy. It's
Come on.
It's an act, Jimmy.
I've never
not
spent
an
time with
act.
him, but he's always been very pleasant.
He's very nice.
I've heard nothing but nice
He's
things
the
about him.
nicest guy in comedy.
No, I used to live in Queens. When he lived in Queens before he made it, and he would give me a ride home, and he would bitch the whole time like, how out of the way it was. And I'm like, I always kept saying, nobody likes Raymond.
Yeah.
And then he names the show, everybody likes Raymond. So I was on the wrong side of that one.
I'm sure you were a pleasure in the front seat.
No, I would moan and groan a little bit.
Where do we find the podcast, Lenny?
Riotcast.com, Misery Loves Company,
And we're
or
doing
go
a
to
special
iTunes.
show
Kevin.
when, September 13th?
September 13th, Tuesday, September
Who's
13th
gonna
at the
get
Village
that?
Underground, and we're going to sell out the Village Underground because we're the best podcast in the world, right, Kevin?
At least.
When the day comes closer, we'll have you in
We
to
would
help
love
promote
that.
it, all right?
Yes. Thank you.
Jimmy's going to Australia in September.
When? Oh,
my first time, September 9 and 11, Melbourne and Australia. Even though they can't hear this, so I'm really fucking plug
they pirate
away.
it.
They hear
it.
through
They pirate
YouTube and all that shit.
Okay,
There's a
they
weird.
do.
We have a little fan base in Australia. It's
Yeah, they
strange.
pirate the show,
I hear
for
from
sure.
them from time to time.
And I got Montreal this Saturday. I'll be at Theatre La Chapelle. And September 15th and 16th, I'm making up Minneapolis and Pittsburgh dates because of a conflict. And then 24th of September, I'm in Toronto. And the new UFC podcast is out today. We interviewed Robbie Lawler and Rose Namajunas, who was fucking amazing. She's a strawweight fighter. She's so great.
Very cool.
Really, really good interview.
I got to plug one other thing I forgot. We got added to Heavy Montreal, August 7th, my birthday. Yeah.
Yours?
Somebody canceled Trivium or Ghost, and so we took the slot.
You're a Scorpio?
Leo.
Oh.
Leo, he angrily says that.
Bitch.
I don't know any. I just make it up because my wife's into it. She's always like, "Oh my God, he's a Scorpio. I knew it all along." I'm like, "Why didn't you say it before he said it? You fucking cunt." I mean, I'm not saying my wife's a cunt. I'm saying if she was a cunt,
You meant Leo.
I'm saying if she was a cunt, I would have called her a cunt.
Attaboy.
No, I'm just want to see if she's listening this long. So then she'll be like, "Why'd you call me a cunt?" I'd be like, "I just see if you were listening."
Here we go. This song, this version is ridiculous. Disturbed, The Sound of Silence, as we go to break. Full room today. Jamey Jasta from Hate Breed. And then you got Kevin Brennan to my right, Lenny Marcus to my left.
Hello.
Of course, Jim Norton.
We're going to get Lenny's T-shirt line going. We're going to get his social media on point.
Really?
Thanks, Jamie.
He's going to work it out for you?
To get it cracking, man. I'm telling you.
I'm not afraid to get it cracking. We just stink at it.
And the club sandwich looks like it was a bust there.
No, I'm an idiot. I couldn't find it. I thought I was looking for mayo packets, and they didn't, because I got mayo on the side. Looking for mayo packets, like the ketchup packets, and it was in a container. It was right.
For the love of
but
God.
it was my nose would have bit my face, or whatever that expression is.
It's the wrong expression.
Yeah, noses don't have teeth.
And a 5-hour energy deep already.
Yeah, noses don't have teeth. Vaginas do.
He's got two Pepsis, a 5-hour energy. You don't understand. And he's going to explode one day.
No, I'm doing fine. I'm more used to them.
Do you? I
used to have like heart palpitations from them, but not anymore.
Now you work through that.
Yeah, it's like any drug.
Do you want to apologize to your wife? You said.
Yeah, like I was joking. Sometimes I get a little amped up, and I try to close big. I know we're going to break, so. She is very into astrology, so a lot of times I'll say I'll be talking about somebody, and she'll be like, "Oh, when's his birthday or whatever," and I'll say so and so, May whatever or April whatever, and then she'll go, "I knew it, an Aquarius." And then I'll be like, well, why don't you say it before I told you? You know what I mean?
That would be amazing.
So, or at least it'd be something. I don't know if it'd be amazing. So then right before the break, I call her the C word. She knows I'm kidding, but she'll still get mad, you know?
Is she listening?
Yeah, she listens, especially when I'm on. I told her I was going to be on because then I wouldn't have to watch the kids. She knew I'd be tired. I basically wanted to like do the show and then take a nap. So, otherwise, she'd be like, whoa, what the fuck? Where are you?
So you're apologizing for calling her a cunt?
Yeah.
Not for that, but I am. Yeah, I am. No, she's not a cunt. I would have married her if I was a cunt. But can I do a shout out for Lenny because while we're on the subject of tying up some loose ends, sure. Lenny was
This can't be good.
Roland texted me yesterday. He goes, "You want to do the show?" And I'm like, and I was flattered because I never got asked to do the show before. Like I usually ask you.
What?
No, I usually ask you guys.
See, he makes up this shit.
Thank you. I'm now.
No, I ask you. So this is the first time you asked me like that, and I was
think
like,
we've asked you before.
But then I'm like, oh, it's Montreal. So then I text
that did
Lenny.
Play into this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So I texted Lenny. Yeah,
a lot of guys are in Montreal.
I was like your 14th choice. Well, you probably went to the cellar lineup, and you're like, oh my god, we might have to bring Brennan in. So then,
who's left? Who is left in Manhattan?
I text Lenny. I go, Lenny, you want to go in? And he goes, I can't. I got a doctor's appointment. I'm like, my God, Lenny, it's show business. Like, so I said, Opie will probably write you a fucking note that you were at the show, and you could play it for him. And Lenny goes, okay. The way he says, okay.
Listen,
why? Because you'd have to pay for the no-show?
No,
I'll pay for his copay. Like, well, seriously, like, that's why Lenny's like, oh, our podcast isn't doing that good. Because he puts
where do I start?
Premium. He prioritizes a fucking doctor's appointment over being on a fucking national fucking radio show.
4 months.
Slow down with that.
Let me just say this.
It was a dermatologist because it's hard to get an appointment.
What kind of doctor's appointment?
An allergist.
God.
What? You want to sneeze?
I could go on Opie
All right, I'm back on Kevin's side.
Wait a minute.
Say it always go back to me, right? Then it always go back to me that I'm right.
Poor Lenny.
Oh, dear. Oh, my God.
For 3 months, all he told people was, I don't need Lenny. I'll do the show myself. Fuck you. I'll go on over. He said in here, when I was in here, he'll do the show for free, right? I'll do the show. Just give me my own show. I'll do everything for free. Fuck him. Then I go, okay, just go on yourself. It's fine. I'll go to the doctor. You don't need me. And he's like, what the fuck? So now it's like, what the fuck? You don't want to come with me?
Damned if you do, damned if you don't, Lenny.
That's the expression you're looking for.
I wouldn't have said it, but when Roland said 7 a.m., I go, I better bring some backup. You know what I mean?
Backup?
7 a.m. You don't know what's going to happen at 7 a.m. Plus, if I'm late, then Lenny's here on time, and then we're covered. You know what I mean?
I'm the worst backup ever. It's like I'm coming in with, like, guns and knives.
I'm just saying, it's 7 a.m.
Nobody touch Kevin, bitches.
No. What if I'm not on my game at 7 a.m., and then maybe you can pick up the slack for once?
You drink 5-hour energy drink at 4 in the morning to be on your game at 7.
I got to
Hey, you want to do Fallon? Oh, no, the crabgrass.
Yeah, what are you allergic to? What are you allergic to?
Trees.
He's such a Jew. It can't go.
Yeah, why does that have to be Jew, by the way?
Because you always got
You're
my
the
sinuses.
worst.
No, I love the
It's
Jews.
not my sinuses.
David Tell is one of my favorites. Paul Simon.
Just say people. A lot of people have allergy problems.
No,
You're the
but
worst.
you guys always do that.
You go straight to the most horrible thing.
Oh, come on.
Astrology. Cunt. You know, like...
Well, we're going to break. I had to get to something quick.
I think he's right, though. It's more of a Jew thing, the allergy.
Absolutely not.
I think
Aren't
it's
they always
more...
complaining about their sinuses
Yes,
like Judy Garland?
Oh, my God. We're just complaining like you don't complain.
No, but I complain about rashes, Irish things. You know what I mean?
What else are you allergic to? I got the grass and the trees
Grass,
myself.
trees, yeah. Depending
Cats,
on the
dogs.
season. Cats, yeah.
I'm allergic to
You're
negativity.
allergic to grass?
Wait, what did you say? I missed it.
Allergic to negativity.
You're allergic to grass and trees?
But I don't go to an allergist. I just fucking deal with it, Kevin.
Well, I
Why you
dealt
got
with
me
it.
yelling?
See?
He making everyone yell.
He makes you crazy.
Wait, are you really? How do you deal with being allergic to grass and trees?
And you're allergic to the
Time
earth.
of the year.
Basically, the earth is trying to
the
kill
worst.
me, Kevin. It's trying to kill me.
I'm allergic to water.
Yeah,
I didn't do it for 40 years, and I got I couldn't take it anymore. I'm like, you know what? Let's try this.
What do they give you for that? 'Cause my
Shots.
sinus is
Shots.
terrible.
I don't-
Does it
I don't
dry
do
out your
shots.
mouth?
No.
Okay.
It's been the greatest thing. I think it cleared it up like 80%.
Dr. Steve put me on a little program
I love
when the
Dr.
trees start blooming and shit, and,
Yes.
and he gets me through it.
Yeah.
But I don't go to an allergist.
Oh, no.
My allergist, all he wanted to do was talk about the show when he found
and
out
I don't
who
believe
I was.
I don't go to a lot of doctors. I'll heal myself, but this was the end.
You
I
ever
got
get the
the
physician
pricks.
heal
Yeah, I got the
thyself?
pricks. Huh?
What'd you
Sorry?
say?
Did they give you the whole thing where they do like the horse dander, the dog?
Yeah,
No,
they
they
did
give
all
you a
the
tray
tests.
now, and they hit
Yeah.
you with all of them at once, and then they sit there and wait to see which one pops.
Yeah.
I had none. I didn't have
You had
any of
none?
those.
Really?
No. Dana Loesch, where do I know her from? I have a bunch of, I had no, I don't think it was any
You're
of those.
lucky.
She's
You're
down
very
with the
lucky.
beats. Look.
Super Beats. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, circulation superfood drinks. Super Beats.
Super Bates.
Is that supposed to be for my allergies? What are you saying?
No. I just happened to look at Dana Loesch, and I know. from
Gina
somewhere.
won't let you use that anyway because that girl's hot.
Yeah, probably.
I am
Oh,
insulted.
no.
that
Is she
you don't-
jealous?
I'm insulted that he almost canceled us for an allergy appointment.
Exactly.
Well, no, I just thought
What
we
are you
would...
allergic to, Lenny? Success.
Oh, my God. I just figured Kevin could handle this one on his own.
You know what it is? He wouldn't even showed up except he knew he was going to run into me last night at the Comedy Cellar.
No.
'Cause Lenny, when he texts me, he's real like, I'm not interested. No, thank you. Who was this again? But if he knows he's going to see me, then he's like, all
That's
right,
not
because he knows
true.
I'll fucking browbeat him or badger
You
him.
did on text. He sent me a text, basically, and I can tell when Kevin doesn't care, and I can tell when Kevin really wants something. So
Read
I'm
the
like,
text. Don't set up the text and don't read it.
all right, hold on. I don't want to see.
So wait, your girl is
Who
jealous?
does that?
Your girl is jealous if you do stuff with other girls? No, I'm asking. I don't know. He's
What do you
like-
mean other stuff?
For
What kind
some
of
reason,
stuff?
my gorgeous girlfriend, fiance, by the way, is jealous.
His girlfriend's very hot. She has nothing to worry about. Lenny's
Nothing.
going nowhere.
Wait,
That's what I
what is
say.
she jealous about?
Because you
I
know how
don't know.
women get nervous when they're making a commitment to a fella.
No, give us a
Yes.
story.
That's
Give us
true.
an
There's no
example.
story.
Kevin,
That means-
give us an example of the jealousy thing.
Well, Kevin
you know,
said
your
there's a
show has
lot of,
groupies.
obviously a lot of shit going on over there. I
Don't
want-
read that part.
Oh, okay. I got to paraphrase your shit now.
Wait, what's that part? That sounds
You
like
guys
that
had
part.
drama the last couple days, and so he
No, he's
does.
right.
So if he has to come in alone, he goes, "I don't want to be sitting there myself with
that's
Opie
right.
and whoever. I'll do it though. I don't give a fuck. Good luck with the gynecologist." I mean that. Now, if you interpret Kevin, I know what that means. Please, that means please.
I basically say, don't
And
be
so
a
I said,
lady.
all
Don't
right,
be a
fine.
lady. Embrace show business.
I understand. That actually was a please. So I was like, all right, let's.
All right. Yeah. You're getting married in October, huh?
Yes.
Nervous? Excited?
Nope. Excited?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want to plug the date?
Sure. October 23rd. Send
Do
all
it in
gifts.
Sedona.
Not bad. We're going to Hawaii, but that's
Okay.
Oh,
Sedona.
my God.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep.
Maui.
Maui and Kauai.
Oh,
Have you been there?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
just did a gig
Nice.
out there.
Yes.
Yeah, it was great.
You guys got to do a gig in
Gig in
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
It's so annoying,
We
man.
did it on the way to Ozfest Japan just to
What?
break up the flight. We just did a little club
Oh,
there.
just to break up the... What the fuck?
and they, you know,
got
they give
good
you a
life.
hotel for a day or two, and you get to.
I turned down Hawaii.
Come on.
No,
You
I'm
didn't.
lying. That's what it sounded like. I was a big shot with options.
Club Soda's not going with you to Australia?
No, I'm Jonathan, my manager.
Oh, okay.
Jonathan's an international traveler.
That's right.
Jim, try this. He'll have all these great suggestions.
Okay.
This big bag.
He loves travel.
Yeah, you got to have the Morton Bay bug, man. You got to try it.
The Morton Bay. What
It's like a flat lobster.
I won't have time. I'll be in and out of there so fast, man. I want to spend more time there, but you lose so much time with the flight.
Well, wait, you're only going
What?
for sure?
A
You're gonna,
day?
It's going to kill. It's
No,
gonna
you're
kill
gonna-
you.
you're gonna
thing.
No,
die.
not a day.
Eat that
3 or
thing.
4
Look at
days. What is that?
Delicious.
Wait, how long are you going for?
3 or 4 days.
That's too short.
You
Yeah,
gotta stay there for another week or half.
You're gonna be jet lagged the whole time.
Jim, go see the Australia. How many
I'll
times?
go back for a real tour. I'm just going for the festival. A couple gigs. Boom.
You get a day to yourself.
That's
though?
exhausting. I did a one-nighter in Alaska one time.
You should do a day to yourself.
I would like to.
One day to yourself, just to at least check it out.
Yeah, you got to go to the opera
Hey,
house.
I take Calgon baths. I know how to take care of myself. Don't get me wrong, guys.
Calgon baths.
Take me away. Come on.
That's like a Mike and a Mad Dog reference.
So what's this flat lobster about?
Look at that.
Is it as good as the lobster we get?
Looks like a tick or a fucking bed bug.
Yeah, it doesn't look.
Is it good?
It's great.
Yeah.
Why is it flat?
And
Probably
you gotta
think you
have
can
the
avoid predators
the
that way.
Burundi. You gotta eat seafood down there. But you know what? If you gotta go like easy, because if your body's not used to like their fish oil, you'll be.
What's up?
I'm
with
not
their
eating
fish oil?
seafood there.
It's hardcore. You don't want to be, especially with the gig. You don't want to be running back.
Way I'm gonna eat well done fucking grilled chicken, or maybe they cook me a kangaroo, something local. I don't know.
Do they eat kangaroos? I need to know.
Yeah, they do.
They do?
Yeah, they cook them. Yeah.
Wait, do you have? Are you bringing somebody with you to open for you?
No, I'll have somebody local. I guess I'm not paying them for
Okay.
opening a fly fucking halfway around the world.
Yeah, but you don't want somebody to use all the local references. And
I'll let them knock it out. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be up there doing fucking Chris Christie references. They're gonna be like, who?
That's what kangaroo meat looks like. That looks a little rough.
Yeah.
That looks like liver.
It looks like heart.
Or a
Oh, yeah, it does
heart,
look like
yeah,
liver.
Or a heart. No, I
Well,
think
kangaroo
cooked.
steak.
I don't know.
I'm going to do Breaker Morant references. You ever see that movie?
Yeah, good movie.
1980? Sure
Yeah.
was.
You got to hold a wombat, or you got to do the whole Australian thing. You got to go see
Who's that?
Bindi. You got to.
Oh, I know what that is.
Oh.
You got
Bar Rescue, Jon Taffer.
Oh.
Jon Taffer.
Bar rescue.
He's like, this bar's fucking filthy. Clean it up. Did you see the one with the spaghetti? Where they're diving in the spaghetti? This is disgusting.
You know the show.
I just watched it for the first time the
Is
other
that
night.
him right there?
It looks like him, yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
Should we get him in?
Maybe he could do studio rescue. Pick up the donut. I don't know. It'd be fun, though.
John Taffer.
This place is everywhere it goes. This place is disgusting.
Yeah.
Trying to get his attention. Sometimes we were able to grab these guys real
Remember we
fast.
got Marion Barry when Rogan was in here?
No way.
Yeah.
What?
And everyone
You
got pissed off at us.
Yeah, they-
Why?
For taking someone else's guest.
So they were supposed to go next door, and we
just
You brought
screamed.
Brandy in, too.
But I hate when these reality show guys, they act like they're big fucking stars now. You know what I mean? He basically just...
See, I'm saying hi to John. There you
Yeah,
go.
he can't hear us. But listen, you cocksucker.
Should we get him in here?
You really got
so I can
you
tell
got
him to
the
his
crack
face.
smoking
Open the
mayor
door.
of DC
No, he has
on the
no
show.
talent. He doesn't write jokes. He just tells people their bar's dirty. What bar isn't dirty?
Tell him this. John!
Can't wait.
John, come in for 1 second.
Oh, you're killing it.
I'll make believe we all know him. Jon Taffer from Bar Rescue. I'm a huge fan. I don't miss a fucking
What are you
episode.
thinking about this bar food, John?
Oh man, the fries are freaking soggy, man. The chicken is fucking. Look at this shit.
He reaches in and touches it.
Stop
spitting on my food.
Look at this. This is dry. This is the food that you eat. Look at you, for Christ's sakes. You don't look any better than the food on the damn plate, man.
Yeah.
This guy's for real.
I ain't fucking around here. Look at that. How do you eat this stuff? What are you laughing at?
I was laughing at him, but I probably shouldn't have been, as I am now next.
He looks like he's dressed for a wedding compared to the way all of you guys look.
Fuck.
He's not wrong.
That's how this works. You see, they make you look good. That's what's going on here, right?
I like that. What's going on, Jon Taffer?
Good to meet you guys. How are you?
How are you, sir?
Little impromptu segment here.
That was good.
I just saw the episode with the spaghetti. With the girls diving in the...
I didn't see that episode
You
yet.
got to see it.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
Yeah,
that
it
was a great one.
Do you ever find a good bar that you just can't trash? Like, there's really not much wrong with it?
Well, the whole point of the show is to find the worst ones I can. But
you do?
honestly, I never, when I said to the network, find me the worst ones you could ever, I never thought that they would be this bad. I mean, they're unbelievable.
What was the
stuff
worst
that I
one?
deal with.
Worst
well,
one
I
ever?
walked out of one last Friday.
Really?
I mean, last Sunday's episode was the complete walkout. And this guy was such an asshole that I lost all reason to do anything.
What was he an asshole? He didn't want to change anything, or he didn't?
Well, no, he was just you got to watch it. He was just a complete dick.
Okay.
The kind of guy that you wouldn't want
Well,
to
we got
spend
the
a
guy
minute
in
with.
studio. Tell us. Where was this place?
This place was actually in Long Beach.
Okay.
It was a punk rock bar.
Yeah.
And, his attitude was, punk rock, dude, I'm going broke.
How was the flock rock?
His employees are begging him, please, man, do something else. Make it a rock bar. Do this, do that. But nope, he won't. And then I bring in the bass player from the Vandals. right?
Sure.
Great punk band, who sits down with him and says to him, man, you got to do other things. You can't live just on punk. I know. I've been in it my whole life. He looks at me and goes, you're wearing a fucking sweater. So the guy was just a dick.
Yeah.
And was so unlikable that you just didn't want to do anything for him. So I actually took out the stuff that I had already done, told him to go fuck himself, told my crew, and we packed up and left.
And that was it.
Didn't you fix up Tim Ripper Owens'
I
place?
did. I did. Tim's a great guy.
Yeah, he sang in Judas Priest.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
And we, a band that I managed, Crowbar, actually went and played the new place, and they had a great show. Like a Monday night, it was packed house. They said the food was great.
Well, Tim had a great story. Tim travels the world and tries different sauces on chicken wings. So he came back from all his
and
world
good
tours.
money in that?
We turned it into good money, but it's got to be better than this shit. You know what I'm saying?
He's just handling Kevin's food.
I just ate it. That's the problem.
I love that he's got his fingers all over your food.
They'll keep making
Well, this is every diner in New York City. So can you fix every diner?
I don't buy that, guys. This is New York City. We got great food.
Absolutely,
You're just not getting
Lenny.
it from the right place.
I'm telling you, that's every diner
for a few
sandwich.
dollars here. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Where's the serious guys? We need a better food allowance.
Yeah, we really do.
Yeah, that's not a bad
Okay. So
idea,
you're-
John.
That's what I would do. Contract time,
What
guys.
did you do about Lenny's arms that are half hairy?
I probably shaved the other half. Right?
Jeez. Why are they half hairy?
They're not half hairy. They're full
Is this what
hairy.
you guys do for a living here? You sit here all morning and
Just
do
fuck
this
around,
and get paid for it.
That's true.
It's
Yes.
embarrassing.
We're not getting paid.
I'm working for free, John.
It's
I'm
embarrassing.
working for free.
Yeah.
You got chicken out of the deal.
Yeah, I did.
Chicken, you just touched the
See you
sandwich.
somewhere?
You got
That
nothing.
is true.
I got a half a sandwich till you showed up.
I put my hands in
Yeah.
it all.
Oh,
night.
it was
Now I
nice.
can't
He
eat
was
the rest
done
of it.
anyway.
I'll give it to my kids. They won't know.
Kevin, you like his gig? Just changing
his,
bars around?
I like his attitude. Are you from you from Queens
I'm
or
from New York.
Brooklyn?
I'm from New York.
Yeah.
Born in Manhattan.
Manhattan?
Long Island, yeah.
What'd you do before you did the show? Like what?
I've been in this is what I do for a living, and I've been in the nightlife bar business my whole life.
Oh, okay.
So the show is real. And
So you were a consultant before that, or
I was.
Okay.
I was, and I've also owned and operated bars and such as well. But this is what I do for a
Do
living.
I recognize you from Flash Dancers?
No, you don't.
How many seasons is it in?
This will blow you away, guys. I just finished my 125th episode.
Nice, congrats.
And agreed
For you.
to 20 more, so we're going to go to 142.
Wow.
everybody knows that show.
Everyone's making it but us, Lenny.
And now we're doing 10 back to the bars. Where
Yeah.
we revisit the bars, and I just signed to do a talk show on Spank, which we're doing a late night edgy talk show.
That's great.
Nice, congrats.
They'll give
Come on, Kevin.
They'll give everybody but Kevin
Can
a
we
show.
get you
That's
to
the
fix
problem.
up all like the hardcore and punk rock bathrooms like that I used to have to shit in every day, like CBGBs and stuff? Can we have you do a show like that?
When guys like you go into a bathroom and shit in the ways that you do, I'm not sure I can fix it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It starts with your diet.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We got to change your shitting pattern, and then it'll improve. The answer is yes. The answer is yes.
Explain how the shit gets on the back wall in a stall.
Well,
We get that here every once in a while.
understand.
Is that someone that just
You got to
can't hold
plan
it in?
ahead for something like that. It's what you eat. So,
That's
I mean, you got to plan ahead a couple hours for something like that and
Yeah.
work it properly.
Well, every day we got to shit in a different venue on tour, and usually you run for the ladies' room because that's usually cleaner.
Yes.
But some of these venues, like we still do some dives, and we got to get you in there and get these places picked up.
I'm going to disagree with you. I've been in the bar business and the nightclub business 35 years. At the end of the night, the ladies' room is always worse than the men's room. Always,
That's
by
what I heard.
far.
That's what I heard.
There's no comparison.
Absolutely.
And any bar nightclub guy will tell you that. So as dirty as you think the men's room is, theirs is worse, man. You just haven't been in there.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh,
it
I
was
have.
after they were clean.
You have, I think.
Sure. I've laid on the floor.
What do they leave behind that makes it worse?
Tampons.
They're just slobs, towels
A lot of
freaking
tamps?
everywhere,
Yeah.
little bottles of booze.
Yeah, kid.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
He's like the Rodney Dangerfield of bathrooms.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you, these ladies.
What a
Years
genius
ago-
show, though. Like, what a
Years
genius
ago,
idea.
I did a bathroom in a bar in Florida, and I had 5 urinals on a wall that faced the bar. And over the urinals, I had two-way mirror glass. So from the bar, it looked like an architectural mirror, but from the other side, as you're standing there peeing, you're looking into the bar. And then we gave these signs to the bartenders
awesome.
that would say 3 inches, 4 inches, 5 inches. You're peeing on your shoe. And we made you really self-conscious, even though they couldn't see anything, to stand there and look into the bar as you were peeing.
That's a great
I've done
idea.
other restaurants.
Yeah, that's all I need.
That's
I put
entertaining.
urinals in a ladies' room once with a sign over it, caution, do not flush while seated. Right? So we have some fun with bathrooms.
Good,
we
good.
can make them cool.
Wait, was the show your idea or somebody else's?
This is my idea.
Oh, good.
I went to town and pitched.
We just
They're saying you got to go, but we can't steal you from those guys. We just want to say hi.
Anyway, great to talk to you guys.
That was fun, man.
It was
Thank
fun.
you.
It was a pleasure. Good to be here, guys.
Bar Rescue.
See you, buddy.
Check that out. Thanks, John.
Yeah, that's a pretty. It's in other places. They've tried to do it with other stuff, like.
Way to tell him off, Kevin. By the way.
Yeah, he was good.
What'd I say?
You
chopped out. You made friends with him in 2 seconds.
You're like, get that fucking guy in here. I'm gonna fucking scream at him, and the guy comes in, and you're like, who's your producer? Very good job.
Yeah, not only did not only that, you didn't scream at him. He had his hands in your food.
That's how you alpha a guy. You walk in and you fucking put your fingers in his food. He's like, all right, that guy wins.
My wife was here. He started fingering her.
Yeah, exactly. I'm doing pussy rescue. What is this thing? What is this thing? Looks like a wombat.
This whole clean this. Pussy rescue. Pussy rescue.
Oh, that guy's awesome.
New show ever.
Yeah, looks like a nurse shark with a beard. What is this thing?
He goes on porn sets. He goes to dirty porn sets for pussy rescue.
Oh my god,
that guy was fucking great. Though.
Showed you who's boss.
Now I know why he has a show.
What show is he going?
Out of my way.
He knows his business too.
He's going on Sway.
He walked in, shit on your shirt, touched your food, and then in 2 seconds, I like you. Where are you from?
He fingers his food and attacks all the guests, and we're like, all right, go ahead, whatever you want to say, sir.
Drop by any time.
I've never seen the show.
Wait, now
I've seen moments of it, like snippets. And
what channel?
I don't remember, dude. It's like one of the.
Did he say Spike?
He rebranded Tim's bar, like Ripper, who, you know, that movie Rockstar was about, or loosely based on. He rebranded his bar from like the Ripper's Rock House or something to like Tim's Travelers Tavern, I think it's called.
Okay.
And Crowbar played there, and they said it was great. The food was great, and the sound system and the stage.
Did it have a Judas Priest theme to it? Like, if you think you're going to get a bad meal, you've got another thing coming.
Fries.
I'm being told that our intern Josh is a huge Hatebreed fan.
All right.
And he has prepared questions.
Oh, where is he?
Even though we told him not to prepare questions.
Send him in.
He's just assuming a lot.
I like this kid. He's got some gumption.
He does have gumption.
Little stick-to-itiveness about time around this place.
Is he a paid intern?
Get him in here.
Oh, yeah, I think you got to pay him these days.
Exactly.
Oh, my God.
Which is so fucking stupid.
Are you kidding? Can we be interns?
Everyone's going
Jesus Christ.
I'm available mornings.
We throw loads at his face like Miggs in Silence of the Lambs. Oh, sorry. Why? Good reference.
Josh, I didn't know you were a Hatebreed fan.
You want to sit? You want to sit?
No, that's fine. I can stand. I don't know how the fuck I'm going to follow that, but
you'd be good. Do you like Hatebreed a lot?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah,
Do you know who Jamey is?
Kinda. I'm a little familiar.
You got a Pennsylvania hardcore shirt. We're playing Reading, by the way, October 27th.
That's where Gina's from.
Reading, PA.
My fiance.
No way.
Yeah.
Get her down to the show.
I'll see if she likes Hatebreed.
We were talking about Steely Dan in the break.
Could you imagine I'm sitting in the show?
We were talking about Steely Dan.
I'm right in the middle of the mosh pit.
I didn't mind a few Steely Dan songs.
Yay, Hatebreed.
And that's you guys are playing. It's Club Reverb.
Yes,
that place is awesome. It's
October 27th.
No barriers. You can stage dive.
Josh, don't make this boring. Remember, there's a lot of people out there that don't know Hatebreed, so you got to come up with the interesting question.
Absolutely. So you guys are coming out of the Connecticut hardcore scene. For those who aren't familiar, a lot of big hardcore bands like Youth of Today, Death Threat, 100 Demons. What do you think it is about that area that produces bands of that quality? That just like that metal scene, that hardcore scene has been so tight for so long. What do you think it is about that area?
Between being sandwiched between New York and Boston, you know, you have such legendary scenes there, so it kind of rubbed off, and we're like the in-between, and then it was a stop for a lot of great bands, like all the, you know, like we saw Bad Brains, Agnostic Front, Madball, and then a lot of the Boston bands as well, so I think that's kind of has a lot to do with it.
So basically you're saying being sandwiched between Beantown and the Big Apple. That's how you kind of jazz it up a little.
Could you write a song called In Between? I think that's a good song.
Well, you know, like when you're from Connecticut, people think it's all like Yale University and Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of nuclear plants in Connecticut, aren't there?
Yeah, Groton maybe.
Yeah, because I've done some really shitty gigs there. Because the coast is nice, but when you go inland, it's not nice.
You go to Sedona, he goes to nuclear plants.
Go to Bridgeport. where we kind of got our start and where we first rehearsed, and it's there's no venues there. There's not a lot of hope. There's not so we had to travel to New York to play, or go to New Haven or Hartford where we play a lot.
Right. My wife is actually from Southbury, so we go into shows in Waterbury, and it's it's.
Wait, can I have a follow up?
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you married? You're an intern.
Because I'm probably the oldest intern to date. I'm 30.
Are you really?
I am.
I literally thought you were 22 or 23.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, thanks.
Kids?
Yeah, one. He's a year and a half, yeah.
Nice.
And you want to be in radio?
Yeah.
Oh, cool,
Yeah,
man.
And you can afford to be an intern with feeding a family.
It's a paid internship.
Well, yeah, it's $9 an hour, so I'm paying
that's
for my.
pretty good.
I
You can make more at McDonald's.
Yeah, right. Well, I pay for the commute with the $9 an hour. It covers my commute from Philly every day.
So you break even.
He's from.
He's very dedicated.
Wait, you're leaving a family in Philly to come for this horse shit?
There's guy. I met a guy, a great MMA guy. That he comes from
Chuck
DC.
Liddell?
He comes from DC. Luke Thomas, great MMA journalist. He comes from DC to do his show.
How do you get here from Philly? You take the train?
I drive. I actually live in the suburbs, like to the south. So I drive to Trenton, and then I catch the.
What time do you leave the house?
Like 2:30.
What time do you go to bed?
8. Whenever my son goes down, I'll go down.
Hey, wait,
how old is he?
Yeah, year and a half.
What's your face? That's great. Awesome.
Wait, that's dedication, man. Respect.
No, super dedicated.
Yeah.
What about the beer company I'm hearing about?
Oh yeah, so I used to co-own. I was an investor in a craft beer bar down there, and saw the opportunity.
Your last name Bush?
Huh?
Okay, no, you should.
Okay. I saw an opportunity to sell off my shares to that company. And kind of float going to the broadcasting school and chase a dream one more time.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah,
Good,
Josh. Yeah, I had like having a kid. A lot of people were like, "You got to play it safe. You can't go out on a limb." I said, "Fuck that. There's one thing that I want to do. It's going to be this
someday.
and I can't look my son in the eyes and tell him to chase his dreams." So
Kevin, you should have a poster of this kid on your wall.
Wait, so you're sitting on a pile of cash?
Not a pile, no.
Was it Yingling?
It's a disbursement plan, so I get like a check a month.
Nice.
That kind of floats.
That's great.
It's
cool.
Over a couple of years they're going to pay me back. So it keeps me budgeted, so I can kind of like I can feed the family, take care of things, handle my business, and then I do I'll do promotions for Budweiser and Anheuser-Busch.
You're not the oldest intern. I think we had a 4. How old, Travis? Do you remember?
He was at least in his 40s.
Yeah. Remember that guy? Wasn't that like a Robert De Niro movie?
With Anne Hathaway, a charmer. And that was called The Intern.
There you go.
I got a good laugh.
I got a speedy diploma from Connecticut School of Broadcasting, like before I got the Headbangers gig. Like they'll say, like if you get the gig, give. Props to Connecticut School of Broadcasting.
I did an 8-week course, and now I'm here.
I should go to that. I make a lot of broadcasting mistakes. What do they teach you there?
You can read prompter
it's the basics. I mean, they give you a pretty good foundation.
Is it good?
But I mean.
Why you went? Why?
Because I was trying to get the gig as host of Headbangers Ball, so I didn't want to go in without
cold. Sure,
you got it. You got it.
Yeah, I'm going to go there, and it's going to change me.
And then there's a whole class about how to run to Starbucks and get all the coffees and come back. Boo.
I actually believed you. That's how stupid I am.
I like that you took the chance.
And he booed quickly.
Yeah.
He quickly #boo.
Another question for Jamey from Hate Parade.
So your songwriting has always been really positive, and that's one of those things like Madball said, like we take all the hate that we have and we turn it into something we love. For you over the years, has it been more difficult to stay positive in your songwriting?
Yes.
Like from like Tear It Down to Staring Down the Barrel of Today.
Yeah, this last record's a little more negative, and it's the first time where we kind of delved into some political stuff, but I think it worked because it made people talk about it, and since the music is kind of based in anger, it doesn't always have to be angry. The negativity can't be aimless, so you have to have a message, and that's why we have a bunch of like new messages on this record, which I think was a good choice.
Right. All right, and then one more if I can.
Sure.
You guys have been playing some smaller venues lately, and I got to say, out of respect from the hardcore scene, that's awesome to see. Because you guys play all these festivals with barriers and security. I saw you at East Coast Tsunami at Club Reverb, where you're going to be October 27th. And it was one of the best shows of my life,
Oh, thank you.
Because we could get on stage and stage dive, and the pit was proper. Everybody was like coming correct. So that was awesome.
That's
a lot of respect for that. Cause,
there's a great scene in Northeast PA. There's been for years, And Mahmood, who does the shows, there used to be in a band, and you know, those guys, they know how to do a show like that where you can do no barricade. Them and the Black and Blue production guys here in New York, that's pretty much the only place that we can do it, just because of the liability. We know that those guys, no one at that show is going to sue or try to you know, get some sort of lawsuit going if someone gets hurt. Like, and you trust that no one's going to get hurt at a show like that where the guys really know what they're doing and they have a history in the scene. Anywhere else in the world, like if we're going to Wyoming or someplace in Idaho or whatever, no disrespect to those venues or whatever, but if you don't have a history with the people and you don't know, you never know what's going to happen. And you can, if someone does get on stage, we've seen this with Randy from Lamb of God, and we've seen this.
Sure.
They also do that wall of death. That's a little different.
Right.
You know.
Well, we see they were allowed to do it. Coming from the hardcore scene, we got told we couldn't do anything, but metal got the okay because it was, at the time it was a different scene. Now that it's, you know, crossed over and everybody's playing together and if there's more unity, we have to all kind of be in agreement. Like, okay, on a certain festival, you're just not going to have an open stage. There's got to be a barricade. And I deal with a lot of flack occasionally from the more punk and hardcore type fans. They're like, why don't you do a small show? We just did one in Ottawa the other night. It was 350 cap club. And I got to say, like, that was a show where I was a little nervous because, you just, you know, the first dive of like some 300-pound dude onto a girl's neck, you know, that guy's going to say, well, fuck her. She shouldn't be in the front row. And the girl's going to say, well, fuck him. Why is he diving? And you're never going to win the argument.
Right.
How
about fake diving? How about you have people just go up and go, shoo, and then just walk off the stage like they were going to dive?
Make an announcement before the show.
Yeah, guys,
no diving tonight.
Do you have any questions for me? Because I do a lot of small venues.
Yeah. How is your blood pressure? That's what I want to know about you.
How is your blood pressure?
No diving at my shows unless it's muff diving. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Stage dying. Do you hear that, Lenny?
Yes.
Pay attention.
I hear it.
Wow.
Kevin, you should go to that broadcasting school so you don't eat the mic like that.
I'm away from it. Do you see when John was here, the reality guy, he was spitting all over.
Oh, yeah, it was great.
Well, when you get your own show, CSP will get a nice shout out now, right? And then they'll get the credit.
Absolutely.
Well, good for Josh. But
Yeah, they got a great facility up there too. Now they have, you know, I mean, they got bands playing in there.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I don't think you should be stage diving if you got a little kid, though.
Dude,
how about you slow down a little bit?
Never stop.
Never stop.
You
can take him out of the core, but you can't take the core out of him.
It's the young till I die mentality.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
All right.
Right on, man. Well, thank you.
Good
Cheers,
job,
guys.
Josh. Very good.
Absolutely.
What days are you here?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, usually.
Okay, cool.
I knew he was coming in, so
Is this your first day here, or?
Yeah, it certainly is.
He's the next Sam Roberts over here.
He's been here.
Oh, please don't say that.
Yeah, exactly.
Anything but that.
All you need to do is get birthing hips and a bad hairdo. Fucking Sam's hips are broken.
Are they raging?
They're the worst.
No,
Fucking awful hips.
Josh has been around, and he does a very good job for us. So thanks, Josh.
Yeah,
Do you do Sam's show as well?
No.
Oh, why not?
No. Because that's Sam and he's his own.
He just walk in. He doesn't care.
You guys miss Sam and Troy, and where is everybody?
Troy,
Sam's on at night. I do miss those guys, man. I love the energy they brought.
Yeah, I did Sam's show. It was fun.
It's very
those
fun.
guys are all right. Troy works later in the day now.
What time is Sam on? He's on, is it 9 p.m. to 12, right?
9 to 12 for now.
And Troy works with him and Adrian. They got a bunch of good guys there.
Yeah.
And he has a female co-host.
Oh, yeah?
So he's fucking texting me and stuff.
Yeah?
No.
She cute?
She literally wouldn't fucking spit on me if I was burning to death in front of her.
Did you give it a little shot?
No, I mean, it's all vibe. She's very nice and she's good on the air, but I got zero.
You felt the vibe wasn't there?
Yeah, I got sexier vibes from fucking Kevin's steak fries.
That's her?
Yeah, she's awesome. Really lovely.
Nice. What is his significant thing about that co-host?
Sam just likes being around pretty girls, but he doesn't know what to do with them. His stupid feet point out, fucking clumsy, awkward oath that he is and his dumb hairdo.
I said, hey, what do I got to know coming on the show? And he said, I don't know. You tell me. So he gave me no intel.
Yeah. Yeah, she works for WWE. That's what it is.
Oh.
Sam's a big wrestling fan.
Yes, he is. Yeah, Jericho blocked him, I heard. I was.
Oh, I hope that's true.
What was that about again?
I don't know, but
I hope that's true. Chris blocked him. On purpose as a goof or no?
No, I think it's. You know what? I have to go back and read.
Does anyone remember? Travis, do you know offhand?
Please get some.
I think
Jericho's the greatest.
Yes, he is.
I
He's the
think a
best.
fan made Jericho think that Sam said something that wasn't true, and now he just can't get it back.
Oh.
I think I'm not.
Screw off, Sam. Nice afro.
That's the Jericho.
Does that make you happy?
It literally couldn't make me happier if he shot Sam. But then again, is he just kidding? Chris has got a twisted sense of humor.
No, it was for real because I had texted him about it, saying like, "Hey, it was, you know."
Well, you and Chris had a rough start, Jimmy, but then it all worked out.
Patrice was in that day. We had a big argument.
Yeah, now you guys are very close.
He didn't want me to do a joke. It was a Christopher Reeve joke, and I didn't know Chris, and he didn't know who I was. So I wound up, I was with Patrice, and Anthony was there, and I was going to do a reference, and Chris was like, "Don't do it." And I don't like being told that, so I did it. And he's like, I fucking told you. And we got into an argument. But it turns out after, I found out that his family, knew Chris Reeve because his mom had been paralyzed. So I got why he was sensitive about it, and we talked about it, and we actually became friends. I like him a lot now.
They got an understanding out of it.
I made the mistake
it was just one of those things.
I made the mistake of trying to get an autograph from Christopher Reeves while I was eating with his family, and that did not go well. I was Superman. I was like 10.
Oh, okay.
Before. Yeah.
And he wasn't in a chair. It wasn't a quad.
It was
you know what? Fuck him. You were 10?
Yeah.
Fuck him.
He had to sign it with his mouth?
No, this was before the accident.
He was still Superman.
Yeah.
What happened? He's eating with his family. What'd you do?
Yeah, it was at this French restaurant in New Haven. I was with my father. My father was like, yeah, go over there, and it did not.
Did he get mad at you?
Yeah. He was
You're
like,
10.
absolutely not. Yeah. So I was like, fuck Superman. From then on, I was like, fuck
So when you
him.
walked over, what'd you say?
I said, oh my God, can I get an autograph? No, can't you see I'm eating?
No, wait, to a kid?
Yeah.
So were you happy when he got into the accident?
No.
It's one of those things. Your dad probably should have coached you to wait until he was done.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first album is what? Fuck Superman?
Yeah. Exactly. Oh my God. Play that song. What's that song? Nice Cape, Dick. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Who knows? They might have been fighting with his wife or something.
Yeah, you never know. You got to give everybody at least one bad day.
Yeah.
Not if you're 10.
He was a handsome bastard.
You don't know
though,
better
Jesus.
at 10.
But I think at that time, you're Superman. You don't have a life. Like everybody's just constantly up your ass.
Baby.
Yeah, but if you're 10, you gotta be nice to the kid.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck him.
Kevin Brennan would love to have no life because he's so famous, right, Kevin? You wouldn't say no to 10-year-olds.
I would love that paparazzi. I would fucking kill for that. I would kill for a lot of things. I would kill for a fucking internship.
Sounds like it's a good gig, right?
$9 an hour.
$9 an hour. And then you pick up some hours at McDonald's on the way home.
There you go. A little set on the way home. Boom.
Yeah. Why don't you do Uber on the way? Pick up some other people, and and then on the way home you can Uber?
My car's not nice enough for that. I tried.
Some of
you need a newer car.
2007 or higher, right?
Is it really?
Yeah, I got a 2006.
Yep.
No
body damage.
Well, I've been in some 2007s then.
Yeah.
Because they don't look that impressive.
Yeah.
Some of these cars,
This car you sent for me today was nice. I got to thank you for that.
What?
Where's our car?
Why did you say that?
What? You did no way.
Hey, listen, can I tell you something?
No, they'll probably make me pay for the fucking sandwich that I don't even eat.
Oh my God.
When we got
why would you
invited
say
on
that?
the three of us, I was going to ask Roland, well, who canceled? Just to break his balls because I got on VH1 that metal show when Tommy Lee canceled.
Yeah.
And it was a great opportunity until I got there and I saw the half of the audience leaving pissed off that it was me instead of Tommy Lee. And I probably told this story on the show last time when we were here, but so, when I saw that us three were going to be on, I was wondering, did they send them a car service too?
They did not. No.
Car service.
They had Lenny.
You're probably thinking, where's Vic Henley today? If Misery Loves Company is coming in.
Yes, Lenny said, could you pick us up in front of fucking bail out, Jimbo.
Come on, bring it back.
Nope, I touched the brakes and I saw the divider coming and I straightened out the car and I kept on going.
It's like my Metro card validated or something.
What are you going to do? It happens.
Yeah, you got a Taffer meet and greet out of it.
Where were you coming from?
Connecticut.
Connecticut, yeah.
Yeah, no, and I literally just got back from the Grand Canyon, so I'm all messed up. So it was nice. I got to take a little nap on the way down. And
good for you, buddy.
Yeah, he admitted. Opie admitted that we wouldn't be here if it wasn't Montreal.
Yeah, we're at the bottom. Oh, we could nowhere to go but up, kid.
Well, all the guys are up there in Montreal.
Yeah.
It was either, and I auditioned too, and they were like, "Yeah, we're going to come in," and then
I think you guys moved up a spot though today.
We did.
Wait till everybody comes back in town. They're like, fuck them.
Can us three do a Friday like one time?
Sure.
Can we do it? Can we do that?
I think you moved up a spot.
Wow.
When we host the show, right, Opie? When
we're working on that.
There we go. We'll have him back in. We'll have Jamey in as our guest.
Don't even say. Don't even
just
get
gonna
your
get
hopes
upset.
up. Don't even get your hopes up.
Me, you're the one who's going to get upset.
Don't get my hopes up.
All right, sorry.
All right. We can start.
Why you make me yell?
Let us go live on a Friday. Let us just take the reins and go crazy.
Yeah, we could take all calls.
We could
do heavy metal, which I know a lot about.
No, you don't.
We'll talk Steely Dan,
and if things get quiet, we can bring Sherrod in.
Talk rap.
Yeah, maybe. I'm here tomorrow. You around tomorrow?
Yeah.
Let me think it over.
All right.
I don't have to work tomorrow. Maybe we'll figure it out. Should we start wrapping up?
Sure.
Josh, anything else, buddy?
That's it.
Good job.
Thanks,
man.
Josh.
Great, man. It was good to finally
Give
get
him
to
a
know
raise.
a little bit about
Up to the brass. You guys had a meeting, right? How'd it go? Everything's good?
It was good, but the race thing, let's slow down.
Yeah. Jamey Jasta, thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm in
the city this weekend if you want to come see me. But really, no. I was going to plug that stupid thing in September 13th.
Stupid thing. Why are you saying that?
It's like a month and a half away already.
Okay, so why you're the one who's telling me we should say we're the best podcast ever and the blah blah blah.
Yeah,
why
what's
you
the
say stupid
podcast
thing?
website?
Yeah, now
there you go. Riotcast. I know he does this.
Come to my network now. GasDigitalNetwork.com. Sign up. Use the code JASTA.
Oh, I thought he invited us to his
SDR
network.
show.
What?
You got who else is on there? Louis J. Gomez.
Oh yeah,
You
we
got-
like him.
We got
Your network. You own the network.
I have a small piece. See, there you go.
Yeah.
It's Ralph Sutton's great podcaster.
Oh, wait, you get the Legion of Skanks? Oh, they just go on?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I knew they
everybody
were
sign
there.
up to GasDigitalNetwork.com. You can sign up to shows a la carte if you want, or you could get the whole network.
And you got the sponsor too.
Monster. I do signings everywhere. We got a show August 6th. Rise Above Festival, Bangor, Maine.
So wait, you did the old show business trick of pretending you were going to plug ours and you plug yours instead?
Yes.
He's really good at it.
No, Riotcast.
He goes,
that's
you guys, where's
quarantine.
yours, guys?
Yeah,
I'll tell
that's
you where
fine.
mine's is. I know I'm talking yours and mine's.
He just hijacked your plug. There,
Exactly.
That's all right. Now we don't have enough time. We ran out of time.
Misery Loves Company.
And Louis
Yes.
J. Gomez hates me anyway. Maybe not anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
We'll squash the beef with Louis if we got to.
I love Louis. Riotcast.com, Misery Loves Company.
All right, go to my-
live show. Wait, September 13th, Tuesday. We'll be at the Village Underground. You see Kevin live. Believe it. He's
Twitter.
real.
I'm at Twitter, Kevin Brennan 666, and you can't beat my tweets because I tweet all day, sometimes all night.
You're just all about the tweeting.
I think that was a rap.
No, Jimmy's got Australia.
No, I mean that was Kevin was doing a rap song there. You can't beat my tweets. I tweet all night.
I'm going to be in Melbourne and Sydney the 9th and 11th of September, respectively. This Saturday, I'm going to be at Montreal at
You
Theatre.
cocksucker! Why are you rubbing it in my face?
Theatre La Chapelle. You know, it's a really big gig. And then I have Minneapolis and Pittsburgh and Toronto all in September. Some great gigs. So go to jimnorton.com for dates and just real fun links.
Kevin, when are you going to be in Montreal?
No, 'cause they really told me I was going to get there, but I think Neil cockblocked me, my own brother.
We almost went a whole show without mentioning your brother's name.
You want to hear something weird?
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Neil,
Come on.
if you go to Twitter and you search Neil Brennan, Neil space Brennan, 2 Neil Brennans come up.
Yes.
One's verified and one follows me. One I'm blocked on. The other one follows me and retweets my tweet.
One's a name and one's a verb.
So the guy with what, 4 followers?
Yeah.
No, but I thought you couldn't get to Twitter. It's the same. It's the same thing.
There's probably something that you're not realizing that's different in there.
Yeah.
It's probably a 0 instead of
You're
an O
stalking
or
yourself.
something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kevin loves followers. It doesn't
There's a
matter.
lot of Neil Brennans. Look at that.
Yeah, there's a ton of Neil.
No,
Brennans.
go to the search. Go to the search. Just go to search and then Neil space Brennan. Oh, Kevin, who gives a shit? It's
Who
like
gives a shit about Neil Brennan, the second one? Who cares?
Exactly.
It's not your brother.
I'm saying Neil
It's a fake account that somebody set up to bust your balls.
How do you get a fake account on Twitter? I thought you could only have one name to one account for each thing.
Oh, that's funny. He's making believe he's your brother and he's retweeting tweeting all your stuff. That's kind of funny. That's good.
But it's legit. Like he does Neil's dates and everything.
I admit you got excited for a minute that you thought it was your actual brother.
No, I get excited with any attention, but this is ridiculous. I mean, I'm like,
he's actually promoting more than you are.
I'm like, are there no rules on the internet?
Oh God, don't even get into that.
You got blocked from following Neil?
No, Neil blocked me.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
But then the other Neil Brennan follows me and he retweets my tweets.
Oh man!
But that guy only has 880 followers, though.
I know.
How many does your brother have?
Probably like 200,000. Not 2 million, Lenny.
All right,
Lenny's
easy.
Such a cunt. You're such a cunt.
Lenny, you got to get on it, man. Look at Neil's killing the game.
Lenny cheerleads everybody but our fucking podcast.
What are you talking about?
We're doing okay. If we were playing, we'd be fucking coasting.
Wait, are we blocked too?
We'd be leveled off. What?
Are we blocked from Neil Brennan?
I'm not.
Says that we are.
You guys
the show account is blocked.
Maybe just blocked.
I shouldn't be surprised.
Who's the C word now?
I shouldn't
you
be
guys
surprised.
might be blocked because if you tweet me, I think if you tweet me, you automatically get blocked by him. I think you can.
I supported your beef.
Yeah, as you were right to do. I mean, whose side am I going to take? I know Lenny will take.
It's between the brothers, Kay.
That's right. We'll let them figure it out. Listen, we're going to be doing a lot of guest hosts for the rest of the summer on this channel, and one of them is going to be Doug Benson, who's hosting his Doug Loves Movies live on this channel Tuesday, August 9th from 8 to 10:30 in the Fishbowl down the hall. You can request tickets. His fan base. These tickets are going to go fast, so get on this. Send an email to moviedougbenson@gmail.com if you want to be at the event. Limited seating available. So
what day do I have to blow Mark Norman to get a guest spot?
You're here today. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Enjoy today.
We enjoy
I don't
today.
live
Isn't
like
that part of your
that.
song? Enjoy today. Isn't that the Jamey song? Enjoy today.
I worry about tomorrow. That's all I do. I never enjoy
that's the
today.
second lyric. Enjoy today. Don't worry about tomorrow.
That's anxiety.
I know that. I love it.
It's because you had a 6-pack of Pepsi and a 5-hour.
That's really your song?
No.
Why don't we pick a song to get out of here? Who's got one?
Yeah, can we play a Hatebreed song?
Oh, you know we should. Of course we should. Well, which one do you want to play?
Play
something for
Play
Ken.
Something's Off. That's the new one. We just dropped the video for it.
Perfect.
Something's
And
off.
it's actually got played on Octane. I got to shout out Octane because
They should be playing your shit.
Well, check this out.
I love
Octane.
shouting
If
out
you get
Octane.
played on Octane,
Right.
that sells copies. Like when this started getting played, it was like our number one song on iTunes. So I got to shout out Octane and thank them and tell everybody, request this song. It's called Something's Off. Request it at Octane so they keep it in rotation because that's huge for a band like us to get sandwiched in the bigger, more commercial mainstream bands.
All right, let's do it then. Hatebreed, Something's Off. See you soon.